going live. Come in, ask questions. We're going to go live in a few moments. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for supporting the live stream. We're going to get started. You guys know I always say come in, like the live. Make sure you are liking the live. Make sure you like the live. Also, click that subscriber button. I left my water. Should have got my water. Welcome to the room, everybody. Um, and so make sure you like the live, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to click that bell to go get notifications of when I go live and post content. So always make sure I'm set on my screen. Thank you all so I can see you guys' comments when you guys are commenting. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all joining. This is my 10 o'clock live. So we're going to talk live. Happy Memorial Day. Appreciate you all joining me here on this Monday morning. And hopefully all is going well for you guys and you're having a great start to your Memorial Day holiday. But with that, we're going to talk all things going live. And let me know if you guys have questions. I want to make sure I am supporting any questions that you may have, as well as supporting you in your journey to go live, okay? So we'll get started. We're going to go over to the TikTok streets. You know how I do. If you are new to my live, I always tell you, give me a like. Also, click the bell below. Click subscribe, or if you're not a subscriber, but click that bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. And then you guys will see products in the shopping cart. You'll see my memberships. You can also see the gifting as well. So feel free to engage, join, get to know me, be a part of my community. We're looking to grow the memberships here so that we can do some things very exclusive to YouTube. All right, so we're going to go on the TikTok streets. I think we're going to end up doing our conversation about the 14-day challenge has come up quite a bit. People want me to go back to that conversation. We talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the good, the bad, and the great that happens from the 14-day challenge. And then we also engage quite a bit when it comes to that 4 things you should do, must do before going live. So I think I'm going to go with that one today, only because I created a document. I'm trying to beautify it real quick so I can put it out there for people to get. So we'll make that a resource as well. All right, friends, thank you so much for being here. Hi, how are you? Make sure you give me a like, give me a thumbs up. You guys can see it below. Click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. I'm happy you guys are all here with me. So feel free to ask questions. We're going to talk on the TikTok streets, but I do pay attention to my chat over here on YouTube. So feel free to ask questions as well, okay? Hello, friend. Let's see the head. Hello. Welcome to the room. Tell me where you're from. If you guys don't mind chiming in a little bit, tell me where you're from. Tell me if you go live. Thank you so much. You like the girls. Appreciate it, friend. Let me know if you go live and if you are also on TikTok. Let me know if you're a TikTok person as well. TikTok creator. Happy to answer questions about the go live process for you. Um, let's make sure I have sound. Yeah, I have sound. I didn't have sound the other day, so I was being very intentional about checking today. But thank you all for being here. We're going to go to the TikTok streets. You guys are going to hear me in real time say the keywords that matter for TikTok, for the algorithm to know who I am and what I'm about. So make sure you give me a like over here. Give me that thumbs up. You guys will see it here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications. Thank you so much. Appreciate you for the comment. I don't know where that's from, but now you can talk. So appreciate you. All right. So kind words. We are a professional channel here. So make sure you are asking professional relevant questions about live streaming. And then be sure to make sure you're 18 years and older. So you have to be of age to engage over here. Okay. So we know we get kids on here. So we want to make sure we are talking to adults. Okay. And not doing the childish games. All right, friends, we're gonna go live on TikTok in a second. TikTok live, TikTok live. We are live on TikTok. TikTok live streaming tips. Come in, ask questions about how to go live. beginner-friendly tips. Come in, ask questions about the live streaming process, how to go live. I'm here to support you. I want to make sure you go live with confidence and ease. Come in, ask questions about how to go live. Feel free to come in. We are talking all things live streaming. So come in, ask questions about how to go live. We're giving live streaming tips. If you are new to my live, feel free to come in, ask questions about live streaming tips for beginners. Come in, ask questions. Thank you all for being here. Feel free to come in, ask questions on how to go live, beginner friendly tips, live streaming tips. Hello, friend. Thank you for the rose. Appreciate it, friend. We're just getting started. The taps are a little sluggish. Let's see if we can get some taps going on the side here. Thank you. Appreciate the rose as well, Anthony. Thank you all who are coming in. Unwritten Unstoppable. Welcome to the room. Thank you for joining me, friend. Appreciate you being here. Let me add to my stories. We're going to see if these taps get to flowing. Oh my gosh, I think they're going to be a little sluggish today. Thank you for the follow, friend. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. I always want to make sure we warm up the room. If you're new, thank you for that daily heart me. Jamaica, welcome to the room. Let's see, we're going to add to our stories. Let me put my board up. We were talking about the 14-day challenge yesterday, but I'm also going to put up 4 things you must do because I'm about to create a document for you guys. So we'll create something that you guys can have that. I'm in the final stages of getting something created so you guys can use that. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate the support. If you guys don't mind liking the screen, we're going to get our likes going. We'd like to get 10K likes in 10 minutes. That first 10 minutes of the live helps to activate the room. Let me know where you're from as well. Put that in the chat. We're going to get to chatting and connecting. Unwritten, good morning, friend. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Hopefully you guys are having a very easygoing, relaxed Memorial Day. So feel free to come in, ask questions. Thank you so much, friend. Let me share out my live. Thank you all for coming in. And so look at the corgis. Bridget, welcome to the room. Others coming in. Let's see if we can get these likes going. It seems very sluggish right now. I don't know if TikTok is going to be kind today. TikTok might be on something. Might be on one, but we'll see what happens. Thank you so much for the shard of hope. Appreciate you in the corgi coming through. Thank you both. Appreciate everybody else joining me. If you're joining me, come in, say hello. I say when you come to someone's home, you would say hello, wouldn't you? So this is my home, so come on in and say hello. Appreciate you all being here. So we're gonna get started in just a little bit. You said, how many do you need? How many do I need? 10K likes, 10K, but it's not showing. TikTok, look at it, it's just like one little lonely heart popping up. So it's not popping in. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's TikTok. I think it's sluggish. So we'll see what happens. 10K in 10 minutes is our task. We try to get that going to help activate the room. It does work. I always tell you guys, you got to pay attention to what's working, what's not working. That activation early, like hitting those early light goals, does help. So just want to say that. Thank you so much for sharing and reposting Unwritten Unstoppable. That's Miss Darlene for y'all. For me. Welcome to the room. Others coming in. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for supporting. Um, Teresa, how are you? Emotionally set as a Staby. Thank you so much. My friend Alicia, welcome to the room. Anthony, thank you so much. Others who are joining, appreciate you joining the live as well. So we're going to talk about our board in a second. I usually do this warm up. Think about your live in segments. I think that's something I tell people. When you start going live, think about what are you doing for each little segment. Maybe 15, 20-minute segments, and that'll help you with time management, with extending your time out, but also with making sure you are moving forward, appropriately. So for in the beginning of your live, you want to activate the room. You want your likes, you want the shares, you want people to come in and fully support. And so that's going to be so important. You want that early activation. I just began scary to go live. You got this, friend. You got it. Let me know What do you do? You're doing storytelling in your live? Let us know what you do in your live. Well, you said you just started on TikTok, or have you gone live before? Thank you so much. Michael, welcome to the room. I wish you a meaningful Memorial Day. Thank you. Thank you, DJ. Appreciate that. Level 12. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. That's very kind. I never served, but many of the men in my family have. So I appreciate that. Tried it a couple times. Okay, okay. And it was scary, huh? Um, thank you so much. Hi, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well, friend. Um, Tell me where you're from. Others come in the room. Thank you all for liking the live. We got 2.5K likes going. And we're 5 minutes in, so we're a little sluggish today with the likes, but it's okay. Oh, look, you lit up the roses. Thank you so much for that, DJ. The likes are under the screen here. It's literally when you're tapping the screen, that's that activation. So my friend Staby, you want to get that early activation if possible, so people can come in and support. We did get the flash goal. It is heart me's. We got 8 heart me's. So if you have not sent your heart me, this is a good time to send it. This is a great time to send your heart me. Let's see if we can get 8 of them. Thank you so much. If you can come in, if you haven't sent your heart me, this is the perfect time to do it. We have this as our flash goal. TikTok was kind. We'll see how kind it is today. Good, but TikTok was kind by sending it super early, so I appreciate that. Black Diamond, welcome to the room. Mind, Body, and Beyond, welcome to the room as well. Good morning. Thank you so much. Emotional, appreciate your friend. Emotionally, thank you so much for the support, you all. So we're going to see if we can smash this flash goal a little early, get it done. We got 3 of the 8. Thank you so much, Michael. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, friend. Um, Unwritten Unstoppable, thank you as well. Others coming in the room, I appreciate you guys. So the flash goal is TikTok's goal. It is something that TikTok sends to see if your room is actively engaging. So you want it early, which is great because we got 8, which is great. Over the weekend, they gave me 40 of everything. Every time I got a flash goal. You guys know I go live twice a day. Hey, how you doing, Wada? Welcome to the room. Appreciate you. So I go live twice a day, and in going live, they gave me 40 heart me's. I got 40 I love you so muches. It was 40 of everything. So I'm excited that we are not that high and we are moving forward and we're going to get this flash goal. So we are almost there. We just need, I think, one more. Dr. Lisa cares. You see that? We achieved that flash goal too. So thank you so much, friends. Thank you for supporting. That was awesome. Janae, welcome to the room. Anita, Veronica, welcome as well, friends. Thank you all for coming in. Hey, that one black dude. Welcome, Unwritten Unstoppable with the corgis. Thank you for being a title gifter, friend. I appreciate you. He's like, let me just send these corgis. Thank you so much. Veronica, 200 minutes. Look at you. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Thank you so much for supporting for that time frame. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for all your support. Everybody coming in. If you're new to my live, put new in the chat. Hey Brandon, how you doing, friend? Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for the roses. If you're new to the room, put new in the chat. Thank you so much, friend. I missed that. I think because I'll be back in the rain. Let me know. You're new. CEO of Life. Thank you, friend, for being here. My newbies coming in. Thank you so much for supporting. Someone sent super fan box doing live. I didn't know what to do. She said I should have had people tap. Yes. If someone sends a super fan box, thank you so much for the hat mustache. Appreciate you. If it's in the Daily Heart Me, it's in the fan club rather. When you click that, it makes a little treasure box at the top, and people need to tap it to win it. It's a two minute countdown, and whoever taps it and claims it receives your super fan. So you're saying nobody got it, nobody tapped it. So what will happen is the next time you go live, it's still there, it's still available for people to tap. So it should still be there. You said, oh wow, yeah. I'm new to the room. I usually watch from outside. No way. Well, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Wada, thank you for the donuts, title gifter. Well, look what you think from the outside. Tell me. Well, you came inside, so I'm assuming you like what you saw. You like what you hear, friend. Thank you for being in here. Thank you for coming in and joining us on the inside of the room. Appreciate you all. Thank you, Elle. I saw you come in, friend. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Good morning. Good morning, love. Thank you for the smiley face. Appreciate you guys. It's Simply SP. Welcome. Thank you for the Michael, the moonwalks. I really had no idea what I was looking at except the people coming in. I greeted, but no one replied. You know what? So we were talking about that. So first of all, I'm an agency owner and manager. So we have a weekly meeting. We have it on Sundays. And we were talking about that. We have a few creators. I shouldn't say a few, it was one in particular, but there are a few creators in the agency. But one in particular, she was saying, I'm trying to get people to engage. I'm trying to get people to talk. They're not talking, Doc. And she has hundreds, when I say hundreds, hundreds in the room. Now, we're suspecting TikTok is pushing her out all throughout the world. She looked at her analytics, and that was the case. It was under 40% that were in the US. So 60% is from other countries, like literally countries that are not English speaking countries. And so she's like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And we were just brainstorming different ways to engage the audience. First of all, we told her maybe to change up her algorithm to clear her catchings, update her, reset her algorithm where she's updating her content preferences. And so you could do things like that just to see if that will help bring her back maybe into the US with her live stream as well and her content that she's seeing. She's in a crocheting niche, so hopefully she does see people, come in that are part of her target audience. Ashley, congratulations. Thank you for that first time gifter, friend. Janae, thank you for that daily heart me. Others coming in, thank you for the follows. I see some friends coming in following. I appreciate you all. Feel free to say hello. Leela, good morning. How are you, friend? How do you be a part of your agency? Well, first of all, you have to be going live. That's the first thing. That's a TikTok rule. It's a free program. Give me a second. I'm going to greet a few more people coming in. I see people coming in. Thank you so much. And I'll talk about the agency. I'll do a whole rundown. I'll share the link to get it to. Yep, tap, tap, tap. Thank you all for tapping. We did get the flash goal. We smashed it pretty early. We got that flash goal, which was heart me's. And so now we're back to our regular live goal. Someone's comment got filtered. Shelly, good morning. Sylvia, good morning. L is I'm good. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much. Grand rising to you as simply as well. Um, so I think greeting people, if you can come up with some questions to ask your audience, where are you watching me from? Have you tried this technique before? Little things like that. Tiny Stiletto, how are you, friend? Good morning. Good morning. So, just looking at the ways you can engage people. So let's see. We got somebody who's a bad actor in the room. Yeah, we don't do the spammy conversations where you're asking people to message you and you'll send them money and stuff. We don't do that here. Sorry, friends. That's not something we do. So you got to read the room and just make sure you're operating appropriately. I want to make sure you guys are not getting scammed. So we don't do that. I don't know why I get pushed out and get a lot of those type of messages in my chat. I think that's the new thing that's happening, but I usually mute them. I need to start blocking a lot of them because I'm seeing some repeaters come in. But just know that that's not what we do in this chat. And so if you are about that, you're gonna get muted. So just so that you know. All right, same issue. I know. I don't know what that's about. TikTok, do better. TikTok, I blame you. Do better. All right. See, we got some more in here. Do better, TikTok. You're going to make me start blocking folks. I don't want to block the people. What are the four things? What are the four things? Give me 1 second. I'm greeting for a little bit. I just want to warm up the room and get people in the room. I usually go into my lesson. Jada, yep, I had that too. I don't know what that's about. I'm not scared. I have other obligations with. Okay, there. You said I'm not scared. I have other obligations. With. Oh, let me know what you meant. And it says with. I think you're finishing your statement. You've been live 5 times so far to shop content. Okay, hard to get them to stay. Yes. In the beginning, shop's a little different. Shop, is that what you're saying? TikTok shop you were doing? You said was shop content? Yeah, shop is a little different because TikTok will push people in your room and then they skedaddle. So I would, yes. So yeah, I would For me, when I turn on my shopping cart, I usually do a regular live and people ask about my lights, the tapper, the microphone, things like that, and I'll pin those products. Full shop, I do believe it's a matter of being persistent. I don't know if there's another way to say it. Just persistence matters. TikTok is going to push people who are searching for that product. Pay attention to the products that you have. Hot um, traffic drivers, hot sellers. Just making sure the product mix that you're using is the right product mix to bring in the traffic. Um, Thank you so much, Stacy. You said you work with the criminal justice system. Thank you, friend. Either the scammers or the flirters. Yeah, that too. You get those folks too. All right, friends. Thank you all for coming in. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live. So, as a live host, you want your audience, your viewers, to fully engage. We did get our flash goals super early, which was great. We achieved it. It was 8 heart me's, which was great. So, if you haven't sent your heart me, this is a good time to send it. Thank you so much for that heart me. Um, if you don't mind sharing out the live, if we can get some shares, you can share it. You can add it to story. You can repost it. You can press down on the center of the screen, my nose, my glasses, and that allows you to do what's called a power share. You want your audience to power share out the live. Obviously, that gives you more visibility. And so those shares matter. All right. Hello, how you doing, lawyer mom? Just popped in. To you said you just got props in my last live. Did I really? Appreciate you, friend. Elle, thank you for those shares. I see you guys sharing. Thank you so much. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the I changed the name. It says Dr. Lisa Cares. That's the new gift you did. Appreciate you, friend. I'm happy to help you and I'm happy to help your community. So I appreciate you sharing that. Hey, my friend. Here's why you choose not to block also. Good morning. Good morning. You know what? I just mute them. I mute them at first. I should block them. I'm going to start blocking them. But I wasn't trying to overblock because I think I felt a little certain way about having 244 blocks. I was like, maybe I'm a little excessive. So it was my own mental barrier, my own mental block about it. Pals is over here, my moderator, she's over here. She said, "Well, why? Why don't you block them?" And I was like, y'all heard me. I'm just sensitive. I felt like I did blocking too much. Maybe that's it. So I was like, I'm blocking all the time, but I just mute them. But now I'm gonna start blocking. Thing you must do. Do going in live is about this. Thank you so much, friend. I don't know if I understood your statement, but thank you for being here. Foodie, thank you so much for joining. Appreciate your friend. What are the chances that TikTok will ask for heart me's at 4? You know what? I haven't seen that. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it happen in the same day. You might have just jinxed me. I've never seen that, but it could be a first time for anything. My account was hacked before. I'm concerned about going public, but I need to grow my page. You need to go public, friend. I'm just saying, and you need to be careful about hackers. Yeah, but if you're gonna grow, you can't be private. I mean, if that's what you're saying, you're gonna have to think about how do you grow, but also protect yourself. All right. Somebody in the live yesterday, I thought this was a really good tip, and I don't know if it's across the board, but she was talking to TikTok, and TikTok told her to change her name from using her real name. She used her first and last name as her username, and I think part of her nickname that we see here was her real name. And TikTok said to change it, and that would avoid the scammers coming to her so readily. So I'll pass that along. I don't know if that's true or not, but maybe something to consider. You can change your username with the @ symbol every 30 days, and you can change your nickname every 7. Okay. Jennifer in our agency, she said that yesterday in the meeting. Remember, she said that? She said, don't use your real name. Yeah. So that's what TikTok told her. She ain't wrong. It's good safety. I agree with that. I would agree with that. Yeah. I need to change mine. Yep, yep. I have a lot. Yeah. So that was what she heard from TikTok. It was about her name being, I guess, a magnet. And I asked the question. I said, was it because your last name was, because her last name was a name that could be, springtime. That, it's just something about the name that just popped in my head. And I was like, was it because your name? She said, no, it's because I'm using my real first and last name. And she said, they said, don't do that. Glad I changed mine. Yep. Have you seen issues in recently? Yeah, I did not know that, but I imagine that's true. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's your real identity. Yeah. I didn't know when I started my account. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, good morning, Color and Gems. So just I'll just pass that along. I mean, I do know that you got to be careful. Anytime I tell people, here's something you want to be mindful of. If they are messaging you in the inbox and pretending to be TikTok, it's not real. That's not TikTok. I tell people all the time. I did a couple videos on this. TikTok does not message you in your inbox and say you did something wrong, blah, blah, blah. TikTok sends system notifications. That's how they communicate with you. So if it's not within the system notification in your inbox, then it's not TikTok. So that's the first tip. And I want to make sure you guys know that. You said that happened to me. Yep. So many dudes. Oh my gosh. I hate to admit this, y'all. I'm gonna say this. Unless you communicate here from like a Service Plus message in my live stream, and then I get the little notification that it came through sort of Service Plus, I really don't respond to inbox messages. Not like that. You have to be in my agency. Obviously, I know y'all in my agency, so I'm gonna respond. But people who just come in my live, it has to be communicated here, and that's when I'll communicate back. But beyond that, I don't answer the random messages at all. At all. I don't care if it better be a system notification if it say something about TikTok. Because if it say TikTok in the inbox like that, I know it's fake. First of all, I know it's fake. But again, I'm just passing that along, just little things that you just gotta kind of be a little bit more vigilant about. I'm gonna pinch. Where can I remove boxes? People keep crashing me. Where can you remove boxes? You got your multi-panel boxes turned on, Dina. Let me know if that's what you mean. It sounds like you have your guest panel boxes turned on. They said I did something wrong and it was fake. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, it was fake. Any message like that, thank you very much, Heidi. Any message like that is fake. If they're saying, "Oh, you violated the community guidelines," blah blah, that's not how TikTok communicates. So just know it's a system notification that you're going to receive. Can I figure out how to turn them off? So it is the panel boxes. You're going to go back to the panel boxes. I'll show you, friend. If you change your name, will it affect your account? No, it won't affect your account. You only can change it every 7 days. Um, a pro tip, people say use a name that is going to help with the SEO. So it makes you a little bit more searchable. So a name like that can help because people search for different terms and stuff. And if it's about your page, so say you're, I don't know, say you crochet. Maybe that is something that's in your name. And so when people are searching for crochet content, they may come across your page too, along with the other videos and content and stuff. Thank you so much for the moonwalk. So when it comes to the multi-panel boxes, you're going to go back and click the two people. That's the multi-panel box. TikTok just changed this in the last week. When you click it, there's a little paintbrush in the top right corner. It used to be under the settings wheel, but now click that paintbrush. When you click that, you'll see the different layouts. And you just pick the first layout. The first layout is the full layout where there's no boxes. You said hilarious. Her husband says the exact same thing. Who? What'd I say? What'd I say? What'd you say, pal? I missed it. Oh, that's I just read the comment. Thank you, friend. I just read the comment. Somebody did a compliment over here. Um, are there any words to avoid when you are live? Pumpkin, welcome to the room. Give me 1 second. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Um, let's see. Okay. I was like, what did I say? Um, so let's see. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all sharing out the live. We were just talking about scammers, and that kind of made me share a little anecdote about changing your name to not being your real name. Okay, so not your first and last name. So think about maybe a nickname, something else that people can call you, and that way you're not using your first and last name. It does kind of read red flag you know, like I'm new, I'm green, I got my real name here, as opposed to using other names. So just keep that in mind. I think that's part of where TikTok's logic is. So don't use your real name for your profile, your username, or your user nickname that we see on the screen. Hey, Patricia, thank you so much, friend. So it's the combination of that first and last. I think that's where that was coming from. When it comes to words to avoid, I'll just say this really quickly. You know, TikTok, hate speech, anything derogatory, anything that is harmful, bullying. Don't use words that are harmful to you or someone else. So people use the unalive word as opposed to saying the other words. Um, and so just use that as kind of a way to talk. You shouldn't be, there's regulatory goods. I try to make sure I explain that. There's regulatory goods, and TikTok says that can be a violation if you are doing things like drinking, drinking alcohol primarily. That's the whole intent. But they don't know what's in the cup. So people have gotten in trouble for drinking coffee, tea, water, stuff like that. So be mindful of what you're doing. I say drink off screen. You know, take a sip, move to the side so you don't get in trouble with the AI. Um, Driving, smoking, so just be careful. No minors on the screen at all. No kids. This is not for kids to go live. They're trying to protect the kids. So don't have them on your camera. I don't care if it's your child, your grandbaby, whatever. Don't put them on the camera. Um, hey, Selena. Thank you so much, friend. And so those are the things that you want to be mindful of. Words, no illicit drug terms. Try to avoid those type of terms. Again, try to avoid political polarizing names. People use creative ways to say different people, but don't say them. And if you say it in a way that is derogatory, be careful. Okay? I'm just going to say that. So just be careful about what you say and how you say it. Okay? Thank you, friend, for the daily heart me's. Um, my board. There was somebody who had our president's name in their title, their name. And I said, I ain't saying that name. I say, hi, friend. I'm not saying your name. So I would tell you to even avoid saying things that you see in your chat. Don't say it. Okay. I'll be like, hey, friend. Now, I don't know if they knew I was talking to them, but I didn't say their name. Okay. So just be mindful of what you say, guys. Okay. My board would not save on my live. I couldn't set my gift. Hey, friend. How you doing? I want to start a TikTok shop, but do I need LLC? Are you trying to be a seller or affiliate? Affiliate, you don't need that. You said I was. Word choice is so important, very important. Happy Memorial Day to everybody too. I appreciate you all being here on this holiday. In my business, Velcro kid. I don't know what that means. That's great, I think. Lord, I have 7-year-old who always wants to be on camera. No, yeah, my 6-year-old. Y'all hear his little squeaky voice in the background sometimes, but y'all ain't never seen him. I'm like, not here, guy. You will not be doing me wrong. Affiliate for now. How do I do this? TikTok shop. Give me 1 second, friend. I'll do a quick little blurb on TikTok shop. I'm gonna catch up on your lives. Thank you so much, friend. Always under me, so it is try to do lives. He is there. Yeah, don't have him on the camera. He can sit in the background, but don't put him on the camera. Okay, friends, let me know if you are new, put new in the chat. I want to make sure you guys come in, make sure you're greeting the live host, make sure you're saying hello. We want to make sure we see you all. I tell you guys, there's an etiquette here. All right. We talk about going live, becoming a live host. Thank you, my new friends, saying hello. I appreciate you guys. I teach how to be a good live host means that you start off being a good viewer. All right. You got to be a good viewer. Because if you're just sitting back watching me and not saying anything, not saying hello, people say all the time, my chat's not chatting. People are not connecting. That's because you need to recognize that this is an engagement app. So you gotta engage. All right. And there's multiple ways to engage, but there's some ways that as you become a live host, you need to practice doing the things that you want people to do for you. All right. So if you're going to become a live host, you got to do the things that you want people to do for you. And if you're not doing the things you want people to do for you, how are you going to teach it, first of all, because you don't do it? Second of all, how are you going to ask for people to do those things that you don't do? Okay, so keep that in mind. I'm teaching you guys how to engage. If you choose to be a live host, this is a personal decision. It's up to you. But at the end of the day, if you're in my room, you're learning how to go live. You're learning the different ways to do this. And there's some things you must do. And I say must, you must do as a live host. Whether you like it or not, whether it feels ick or not, part of this app is that you are connecting with your viewers. You're not just sitting here lecturing. You're not just sitting here telling people what to do and not to do, and you're not engaging back. So keep that in mind. Thank you so much. So I teach you, we have some new friends. Say hello. Thank you so much. Typically what I'll do, and this is just a little tip to start engagement. This is for my newbies. You know, when people say they're new and they do engage, you want to acknowledge them. You want to say hello to them. You can read their bio as another way to kind of get a better sense of who's in your room and how you can kind of start cultivating that relationship. Um, my chat started moving quickly. I'm going to go up and read a few people. How often do you do these teaching? I go live twice a day, every day, 10 a.m., 4 p.m. Eastern. How do you become a seller? How do you become a seller for TikTok Shop? I think that's what you meant. Co-op. Did I say that right? Crochet. um, so, um, so you would go to TikTok Studio in your profile, click the post side under monetization is TikTok Shop for Seller. That's the one you want to click. TikTok Shop for Seller. Always yeah, so let's see. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Let's see. How thank you all who are coming in. Surfed, thank you so much for being here. I see you, friend. You're new to the room. Lucy, welcome to the room. I appreciate you being here. Truth, thank you for being here. It's Eliza, welcome as well. Dee Dee, thank you so much. Pearly May, welcome to the room. Rezanet, welcome to the room. I don't know if I said that right. Let me know how to say it, friend. I'm new. I would love to be part of your community and your agency. Thank you so much. Do you go live? Let me know your live schedule. I don't see it in your bio. So when do you go live? How often do you go live? You have to be a live host to be in the agency. It is a free program. It's the Creator Network program. I'll talk about it, but it requires that you are a live host. And to be in my agency, you got to be easily going live 4 days out of the week. 4 days, not 4 times. 4 days out of the week, for at least an hour each, 61 minutes or more. Thank you so much, Deanna. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning, Velma. Good morning, Fran. Thank you so much. I love your teaching. Hello, the key is me. Welcome to the room. Trish, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the compliment. Appreciate you all coming through. Thank you all for supporting. I'm scrolling through some comments. Purple, 100 minutes. Awesome. Because I'm going to talk, period. Okay. All right. I want to sell my books on TikTok Live, and I'm worried about actually opening a shop. Thank you. Odessa, you gotta open a shop, friend. If you're gonna sell a physical product, you should be a seller to do it the correct way without getting a violation or restriction for redirecting people off the platform. That's the appropriate way to do it. Now, do people do it the inappropriate way? Yeah, they do. But you got to be careful about it. Manifesting 10K followers. Thank you so much. All right, manifest the truth. How do you join an agency? I will share my agency page for you to apply over there. Hey, Miss K Latte, starting fresh over 50. Welcome. I go live every day. Nice, nice. How's it going for you? Yes, I do lives. I haven't been on live in a while. Okay, you got to start back up. TikTok won't let you join if you're not currently going live. You said, what's an agency? I'll talk about an agency. Um, why I have like 3 people on TikTok live. Okay. Well, you're growing. How long have you been going live? You're brand new, so I'm assuming it's a new process for you. So how long have you been going live, friend? Taurus. Biggs, welcome to the room. How you doing, friend? Going live today. Look at your friend. Is it Pride? Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations. Keep going live, friends. Okay, Taurus, why I have 3 people in my live? It grows. You have to keep showing up. You got to keep showing up, friend. Okay, let's see. Hey, Luna. Thank you. Hey, King. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for being here. I'm new, just followed you. Thank you so much, friends. All right, we're going to get to talking. Couple questions came up. There was a shop conversation. I think somebody wanted me to talk about how to get TikTok shop. I think that was the question. And then the agency. Let me start with the agency so I can have that question out there for you all. And if you're interested in joining, it requires you to apply on my agency page. I'm going to put it in chat here so you guys can apply to it. Um, and it is, thank you all for coming in. Let me pin this. Thank you all for being here. So let's see. If I pinned here, this is the official agency page. It does need more content, but the posts there have the apply now button. So you can apply that way. Also in my bio is my stand. The application is there, and a one pager about the agency. So you're welcome to take a look at that, or just click the video content for the apply now button. To Creator Networks, what is an agency? It is TikTok's program is called the Creator Network program. If you want to take a look at it, it's under your Live Center. If you click Tools and Resources there, it's one of the boxes that says Creator Network. Okay, so it will explain a little bit more about the program, but ultimately, it's telling you, if you join an agency, that's where that agency's information will be. It says I follow too many people right now. Truth. Oh, okay. So you can't follow people? Okay, yeah. So you've been at it, friend. So 200 a day is your max. So you gotta wait until you whenever you got that time out, that's when they'll release that time to let you start following again. It's a 24-hour suspension, essentially. TikTok seller and agency. Is TikTok seller an agency? Is TikTok seller an agency? Can you be a TikTok seller and be in a creator network agency? Yes. If you're a TikTok seller and you sell products, you're a business account, you can join a creator network agency. Yeah. Yes, 200 a day. You didn't know that? Yes, 200 a day. It would be nice if you shout out hey King. Appreciate you. Uh, Thank you so much for lighting up that gift gallery, Miss K Latte. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for that support. Um, how do you start selling though? Let me finish the agency conversation. I'll talk about shop in a second. I'm not a seller page. I'm not a seller page. I'm going to tell you that now. So you would have to connect with somebody who is a TikTok shop seller. I'm a TikTok shop affiliate, so I know the affiliate side. I don't know the seller side. So I don't like misleading people. Like if they call you and they want you to join them and be a seller, a scam. Yes, a scam. Yes. Yes, if they're calling you, no, don't do that. You said I'd rather be an affiliate. Okay, perfect. Okay, so when everything's said and done, you said I'm a seller on here. Okay. I was just asking. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Um, so when when everything's said and done, TikTok created agencies to help live hosts grow. They're trying to expand the ecosystem of live hosting, whether it's TikTok Shop Live or it's the regular live. They want you to go live. They see this as a space to build community, to keep people engaging, and keep people on the app. Okay, so they want you to be here. And so ultimately, what they're doing is having agencies be the support for you. Hey, Heidi. Thank you so much for that. To be the support for you with training, monetization strategies, as well as protection if you're in violation of the community guidelines. Um, in violation of the community guidelines or going to get banned from the app. So, long story short, agencies are here to protect you and support you. Now, you pick the agency that's right fit for you. I come here, I talk about it. You'll pick the agency that's right for you. But ultimately, what you're going to do, thank you so much, friend, for the Rose Recital Gifter. And so, what you're currently going to do is decide what agency is best for you. So you can go to home screen and search agencies. You can go to other lives, ask people if they're an agency and what their agency offers. My agency offers, I come here twice a day. I answer questions for my creators. I'm answering questions for new people. I do this as recruiting also. I also do weekly meetings on Sunday. So we just had our meeting yesterday. We do weekly meetings where I'm talking to my creators. It's a great time for us to kind of brainstorm. We have a think tank. Questions come up. People say information like I told you about the scam situation with the name. So stuff like that come from our conversations together. So great community of supporters. I also do one-on-ones for my creators. So you can do a one-on-one TikTok has a platform called Backstage for us to look at your analytics. I can look at your live stream. And so I use that. Thank you all for the gifting. I use that to determine how you're performing. And I teach you to be an engaged live host too and look at your data, make data driven decisions. All right. So I want you guys to improve. I want you to pay attention to what's happening in your live stream, and I want you to learn and grow. And so we do those one-on-ones. We kind of look at your analytics to learn that. I have a school community, SKOOL, where you can go there and join the community as well. And I have resources for the people in my agency, as well as you can connect and network with other creators in the agency. And so that's an opportunity for you to collaborate and grow. We have group chats here, so you can join the group chats and the groups here on TikTok, and you can share out your content, share out your live. So it's another way to make sure that you're getting visibility. People in our agency, they oftentimes will see those communications and go to your live and tap your screen, share it out, get your daily heart rate. So they understand what it means to be a live host and how that engagement matters. I teach here that you have to be an engager too. So you can't expect people to come to your live and you're not going out and supporting. Okay. So I teach you how to be a good supporter, a good viewer, so that when you go live, you could teach your people and you could reciprocate that. All right. So that's what you want to do. Do you charge for the agent? It's a free program. So the program is free because TikTok pays you. They take a percentage of what happens in your live. Okay. And I'll break down the scale live rewards, but the scale live rewards is how you monetize on a live stream. And then with that, TikTok takes their cut, and in their cut, they give a few percentages to the agency. So the agency is paid by TikTok. So you get paid by TikTok, TikTok gets paid, and then the agency gets paid. And so what ultimately happens is if you're here and you're not getting engagement, no diamonds, you're not growing, when you get in the agency, the goal is that you are supposed to be growing. If you take the advice, if you implement the strategies, if you think critically about what you're trying to do, you're joining campaigns, you're fully participating, then you should grow. All right? But it's up to you. I don't control your live. I tell you what to do. I give good tips and strategies and recommendations, but it's ultimately up to you to implement. All right? So with that, agencies are great support, but you got to do the work. You got to show up. You got to be here. So if you want to join my agency, I don't require battles. I do encourage them, and we've been doing a little bit more talking about them. I'm including. Look at you, love. Miss Kaylante, congratulations on that, friend. Um, so I do encourage them because many of the campaigns require it. We're about to go into Community Fest. So if you're sitting here right now saying, I don't battle, I don't want to battle, you're going to miss out on a good opportunity to grow your page, to build your following, to do all the things to facilitate growth. And part of that process will include battling, just to unlock the little treasure box. That's what they did last year. We'll find out if they implement that again this year. But I just want to say that out loud to you all because I don't want you guys to sit back and say what you're not going to do, and then you're missing out on some great opportunities. I didn't know how to do that yet. Okay, well, we talk about it, we teach it, but I want you guys to be vigilant about how are you growing. Last year, I was in a weird spot this time last year because I was with an agency and I left my agency. TikTok has rules. So let me say this real quick. So if you're with an agency, when you join an agency, you have 15 days to quit. All right? You have 15 days that you have that out clause. If you go beyond those 15 days, you have to give a 30-day notice. Once that 30-day notice ends, you have to wait 2 months before you can join another agency. So 2 months. In those 2 months, TikTok typically slows down your visibility. You're in a cool down phase. And it's really because they don't want you to necessarily just skip around and bounce around from agency to agency. So they make you kind of slow your road a little bit. And then maybe when you're ready, you can join again. So because of that, your visibility is restricted. You're not seen. The people who know you, know you out there, but you're not being pushed out to the For You feed. You're not. So I say that to you all because I want you guys to think about what you're doing, but also recognizing that at the end of the day, my situation was that My situation was that I was going through that period last time doing Community Fest, and my visibility became because I was participating in Community Fest, because people were able to see me and I was being pushed out. So I tell you guys that as an example of like, okay, this is a kind of a big deal for the app and for how you as a viewer and a live host will be able to grow. It's not that I don't want to battle. I want transparency. Thank you for explaining. You're welcome, friend. Transparency, yeah. Yeah. TikTok pushes battles. I'm just gonna say that. That's fully known and aware. So just know that that's something that you want to like I said, I encourage it. I don't require it. House, what did you say? But what does one have to do with the other? Why should we be suppressed and not banned from joining a new agency? Um what happens is they don't want you to keep um so my understanding, this is just my 2 cents about it. They don't want you to keep using resources. So an agency pours into you, helps to elevate you and train you, and then you keep skipping around to other agencies. So you're not even letting that agency grow. And I told you the agencies don't make a lot. The agencies don't make a lot. Let me say it again, just in case y'all think this is a windfall. They don't. It's not. And so if you're bouncing around, you don't allow that agency to really even get any earning potential. So TikTok actually is a good strategy. It helps to protect the agency because the agency, if they invested in you, then you should let that agency somehow benefit over the time frame that you're with them. But it's not. It's pennies. Okay, so I'm telling you guys that now. I don't want you guys to think it's a windfall. Um, you said, oh, yeah. So it's fair to the agencies, to be honest with you. But as a live host, you got to know what you're doing. I don't fully understand the purpose of battles, but I'm new to TikTok. Okay, we'll talk about it, friend. Uh, I apply to answer. The, I apply to answer the following questions you had. Just waiting for your invitation. Yes, I gotta now. My message to you. I gotta now take it back to them. They're not open on the weekends, so I'll take care of it. Actually, I'll send it today. Today's the holiday. They're not open today either, but I'll send it today and see if I can get an answer for you, friend. We may have to let that invitation cycle out and give it a few days, maybe next week this time, and see if we could reapply by then. Um, when is Community Fest? Community Fest is going to start up in June. I think we're talking about maybe the first week of June, maybe the second. Well, they're doing the early campaign countdown to Community Fest right now. So you want to join that. That's a early sneak peek of Community Fest. So definitely join that one. Community Fest, if I understand correctly, Community Fest is the one time viewers can also earn diamonds. So this is a way for you to monetize as viewers as well. So we'll see how they roll it out. They did Live Fest last year, this past December. It was a little different than the year before. So I think each year they do some tweaks to it. So I don't want to talk about it as if it's going to look identical to last year. So it may be a little different, but just know they're going to be doing some webinars and some other information about Community Fest. So we'll see it. I'll share it. I don't have a problem with sharing it with people because I want you guys to all grow. Um, I don't feel it's okay. Battle. I saw that comment. I'm going to talk about it. I got ghosted by mine. Unfortunately, the guy disappeared. On another person tried to help me, but gotcha, friend. Yeah, I wonder. I wonder if it's your imposters. I wonder if it's your imposters that are in there causing that warning to pop up. But I have to do some investigation. Um, how you doing, Keita? Welcome to the room. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Others coming in. Um, You said I want to also apply. How do we go about it? Let me pin my agency page again. You can apply over there. What exactly is Community Fest? Okay, so yeah, we just talked about that. Morning, hello, friends. Thank you so much. Do you keep a notebook of or something to keep up with all these tasks and quests? I do. I actually do. I have a couple different notebooks. There's a couple different notebooks that are sitting here. One sitting here with my comments too, things I want to share sometimes. I do. So not all the time, but yeah, some of it is in my head. So if you guys ask a question, it comes up, or something that'll spark my memory. But for the most part, I do have outlines of things I want to share with people. Um, you said, where do you go to join? Okay, hold on. Woohoo. Is it a cost for the joint agency? No, it's not a cost. Let me explain the Scale Live Rewards. Where do you go for Community Fest? Community Fest is under campaigns. Campaigns is the countdown to Community Fest. If you are if you go to the campaign area, um, under the live center, so TikTok Studio from your profile, you see post and live. Go to the live side, scroll down halfway in the page on the page is campaign. So go into that section. Um, Here is the agency page. This is the agency page. I'm going to pin it. You guys can follow it and go over there. I'm also going to put my Service Plus on in a second. If you click the Service Plus in the corner, you can click and message me and say I'm interested in an agency. That's a quick way to do it as well. And I'll send it to you. So that way I can keep track if you message me that way. But yeah, if you go to this page on the videos on there, it says apply now. You can click those apply buttons. That's a quick way to do it. Thank you all. I've been MIA on my page. Should I just jump back in? Just jump back in, friend. Just start posting the content. Post a lot of content. I need to post content today. That is my homework. I gotta post some content. I missed all of last week and now we're on Monday again. And so I need to post some content. So I will be doing that today. But okay, look here. Agency page is pinned. You'll see that you guys can go there to join. You can message me for Service Plus. What's the advantage of a joint agency? Give me 1 second. I want to close out the joined an agency, but they didn't promote art lives. They were about grow lives, gaming, and TikTok. Summer, let me talk about this. Um, Let me talk about that in a second, because agencies can we do have an ability to support. When you think about promote, that's a paid feature. Okay, so agencies just don't promote any and everybody. Okay. So if you are a creator that is growing and building, agencies may think about how they leverage their resources to promote you. But most times they have a full list of creators under them. And so they're not just promoting unless they have the big agencies. Maybe they have the bandwidth and capacity to do that. But for the most part, agencies should be teaching you how to get the right people in the room and get your audience and keep your audience. All right. So that's the goal. So when it comes to the gaming and the grow rooms and stuff, maybe they are investing a little bit more into those because those rooms are bringing in some more resources for them, possibly. But at the end of the day, those rooms probably are just bringing in the organic traffic because of what they're doing. So you got to think about what you're doing to bring in people and how do you set yourself up for success. But an agency is there to protect you, to give you monetization strategies and training. They're not there just to promote you. I'm going to say that clearly because I don't want you all to think like, oh, well, I'm just going to show up and they're going to promote me. I'll tell you this right now. Don't even promote yourself. Don't pay to promote. If you're new and you're still growing and your live is still evolving, so if you're alive and you're just starting off and you're sitting there on the screen, not even engaging with your viewers, not saying anything, or very little things you're saying like, hey, how y'all doing? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Ain't nobody gonna stay for that. So if they promoted you, people will be swiping out. So you spending bad money off after, I mean, good money after bad in that way. So just think about this. Don't think about agencies paying to make your live get pushed out. That's not the way you should look at it. That's not feasible and realistic, to be honest with you. I mean, support. So what resource? So that's the question you probably should ask. Like, what were they offering? And the question was, were you taking advantage of it? Because I have a lot of people in my agency that show up for my meetings, come to my lives. I'm sharing new tips. We meet on every week. I show up and do that. And not all of them taking advantage. I have 100 and almost 84 people in my agency. I ain't seen all those folks. I ain't seen half of them. You know, the ones that show up show up. But hey, you anything in life you do, I am I still a super fan? You are. It say super fan. It say it. I see the symbol. Um, So, at the end of the day, it's up to you in terms of what you put into it. Okay, I made that little comment like TikTok. Oh, thank you, friend. TikTok doesn't pay agencies a lot. The whole point of this is all about volume, and you're bringing in more people, so hopefully you can grow. But really, it's a numbers game, and so at the end of the day, you want people who are going to show up and be consistent. If you got people who show up part time and not coming to your meetings, not doing the strategies, not thinking about ways to grow their own live stream, then yeah, that agency is only there to support, and it's going to be up to you to take advantage of it. All right, so I say that to you all. I just want to make sure that's clear. And again, you guys can always decide what agency makes sense for you, but it really does require you to do your part as well. It really will. And so it was not showing on my side. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, all right, friend. um when it comes to agencies, TikTok, why agencies, and I'll talk about the Scale Live rewards as well. So TikTok had 8 million people go live last year. Of those 8 million people, not everybody stayed live, not everyone continued to do the work. And so only I think 300,000 they said is with agencies. Those people are ideally getting this training, getting support, understanding the campaigns and how to grow that way. They're being intentional about showing up. They're not just doing one or two a week or a month. And so, because of that, those people ideally are getting a little bit more support and training so that they can become better live hosts and grow. Um, with that, TikTok says you can't be with an agency already and join a new one. So you have to leave one agency to join the next one. It's only one per account. So one per account. You cannot have an agency with all your accounts. It's your main account that you're monetized on, meaning that you've made money on. Um, TikTok says if you made $5,000 or more, you don't need an agency. $5,000 or more in the last 5 months, you don't need an agency because you made a lot of money and you understand how to grow. When it comes to US and Canada is where my agency is approved for, and you can't be under violation restriction to join an agency. If you are artists, fiber art, how do you suggest we support our lives? How do you suggest we support our lives? You got to talk to your people. One of my crocheters, she was talking about she had TikTok was pushing hundreds of people in her room. The people weren't engaging. We have another person, she does decorating the doll shoes, and she has hundreds of people in her room. Again, no engagement. So it's hard because I think people are there visually and they're kind of intrigued with what you're showing, but that engagement is challenging. I would recommend you constantly ask questions. You're talking, you're playing music. You might play some games. You might show your face. You might set the tone for the room early on to see if you can get some early engagement. Ask people questions, kind of make it a talk, kind of a talking live at first, and then get into the crafting. So we actually had this conversation yesterday, and those were some of the suggestions that came out of it. I also gave the suggestion to reset the algorithm. If you had a lot of people from other countries that are not engaging, maybe go and change your content preference. Do you know clear out your caches, little things like that. Just see if there's anything you can do to kind of see if TikTok is pushing you out in the wrong areas. And so maybe you need to reset it and see if you can be pushed out to your target audience. Once you go live, do you need to host every day? In order to increase your visibility, I am a proponent of going daily. I'm a I'm a hey, do a 14-day challenge, do a 30-day challenge, do something to kind of jumpstart the algorithm, get you used to becoming live, get the algorithm used to you showing up, get used to being ideally face forward, but it depending on what you do, maybe it is faceless. And so just see if there's a way to jumpstart it. All right. Thanks for those tips. Yes, we'll try all of that. Thank you. Yes, so many from all over. Yep. Yep. I think that's the thing they're doing. I'm not sure why though. Does your agency allow you to still create content? You have to create content. You have to create the content. You just heard me say, I got to create content today. I got to do something. Yes, content is king. You got to have the content. You got to have the things that people can go to and watch. So content is required. regardless of if you're an agency. Pro tip, create the content. Okay? Make sure you're doing content. Ideally, if you can get to a daily content creation, maybe even a couple times a day, that's going to bode well for your page. So yeah, definitely create the content. Can you only pin people from a desktop? You can pin people from a phone. Yeah, I can pin people. Think some people think as long as they are in the room, that is all they need to do. Yes, that's true. That's true. I don't know. People don't understand the engagement is required. Okay, it is required. All right. Um, what is an agency? Forgive my ignorance. It's a creator network agency. It is a creator network agency. It's to help live hosts with your live streaming to go live. Nora, you changed your name. Look at you, friend. I like it. Thank you so much. Others coming into the room. I appreciate you all being here. Once you go live, do you need to host every day? Yes, I just read that one. Okay. So yeah, Creator Network Agency is a program where you're there to support with training, monetization strategy, and protection. We can submit an inquiry if you are in violation or at risk of getting banned. So we can advocate on your behalf, essentially. But that's what you do. Sorry, it's hard to understand what I'm trying to say in comments. Oh, no problem. I think I got you, friend. I think I got you. I couldn't figure out from my iPad the other night. Oh, yeah, you could do both. I'm not sure what happens on the pad. I think things are look a little different on the tablets, but not sure. Hello, Franz. Welcome to the room. How often do you suggest you post? Daily. Daily if you can do it. One agency told people that they only want their live content. No, that's not true. Thanks for your tips. You're so welcome. No, that's not true. You post content. You saying they only want the live content. The agency did? The agency. No, the agency is, let me say this. The agency is focused on your live stream. I don't coach based on from my agency folks, I don't coach based on your content. Now, granted, I know content, I know TikTok shop, and I'll answer some questions. I do consultations and coaching in general. So I'll pin my service plus. I forgot to do that. But when it comes to the agency, the focus is always on live. So yes, the focus is on live. It's going to always be on live. That's what we have analytics for, is for your live stream. I can't see what happened to your content. If you got in trouble, I don't see any of that. So it's always on your live stream. However, if you want to grow, you do need content. You do need content. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. You got to post the content. Now, from an agency perspective, I don't see content. I don't know what you're doing. I don't care what you're doing, but you got to do something. You should be posting. You should be posting content. I applied for your agency. I'm excited. How long before I know if I'm approved? Okay, okay. I can check now. Give me 1 second. Let me catch up on some comment. I love how informative you are. Okay, you're welcome. Thank you, friend. They do look different on iPad. Yes, it does. Yes. Okay. Visual impede. How can I support and help grow with limitation? Okay. You know what? There is Tickfinity. If you are visually struggling with seeing the comments and stuff, if there's a visual impediment, you can use Tickfinity, and that's the audio prompts. It reads the comments. You also can swipe from right to left. I'm sorry, left to right, um, and see the comments bigger. There's a little larger print there. It's harder to see yourself in the other engagement of the app, but it's like you're shadowed out. So when I see myself, I'm like grayed out. I can see myself a silhouette, and the words are mainly there. So you could get used to doing the live that way if there's a visual impediment, but Tickfinity might be your solution, where it's going to read the comments of what people are saying, and it's kind of this audio version of the live. So that's probably the way to do it. It's a third-party software that you would have to download and attach to your TikTok page. Okay. Hopefully that helped, friend. Um, where was I about to go with comments? Thank you so much for the tips. Wanted to go live. Not a problem, friend. Hey, everybody. Hey, Royal Blessing. I've been on a platform for 4 days and look to grow and connect. Definitely, you want to make sure you are getting your blue box. I didn't talk about blue box. Let me talk about the blue box. Let me know. Do I need to talk about the blue box? Who needs to know what the blue box is? Put that in the chat. I'm gonna check real quick on my friend. What's it called? Tickfinity. It is called Tickfinity. That's it. Hey, Mr. Treetop. Good morning. Tickfinity. So for my people who are not looking at their comments, maybe you're crocheting or painting or working out. Tickfinity is good for that because it's gonna read the comments for you. It's going to read out loud what's happening, comments, features, all the different things. So it'll read it for you. There is a fee. There's a free version and there's a paid version. You got to decide what you need. I'm not sure what's the difference is, but there is both versions. That was why I really don't go live. I'm legally blind, and that's almost impossible to go live. Yeah, so you can do it. I have a creator in my agency where she's vision impaired, and she uses Tickfinity. Yeah, yeah. So it's definitely possible. Yeah. Hey, hey, friends and visitors. Hey, Miss Treetop. I paid for the blueprint just now and applied for your agency. Okay. Let me see who applied. How long have you been doing this? Since going live daily, January 2025, I started my go live journey officially. That's my official date. And then I started doing two a day in February. So I'm almost a year and a half into this daily, twice a day. Most days. There's I daily definitely. There's some days I've only done one versus the two. Not many though. So most days I go twice a day. Thank you everybody. So you said, oh, that's great because I can't keep up with the comments when I'm painting. Yes, exactly. Critique video would be great. I haven't went live because I was scared. Oh, that's different. We say do it scared, friend. We say do it scared. We say do it scared, friends. Um, Y'all got me blocking people now. That's Pals. Pals put that in my head that I should stop blocking the folks. um, but yeah, you guys, you can do it scared. Yep. What time do I go live? I go live twice a day. 10 a.m. This is my 10 o'clock live. 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I usually get here about 10:15, 4:15-ish. Those are the times. So it's kind of a ish, but I get here. Let's see, really quickly, people who apply to the agency. Let me look at our friends. Um, Kare, Kita, is that how you pronounce it? Kita. You haven't gone live, so I'm not going to be able to accept your invitation. TikTok is going to say you need to go live. That's pretty much, yeah. You haven't gone live. So you gotta go live. In order to join the agency, you have to be currently going live in recent time. So if you haven't gone live recently, I won't be able to accept you. TikTok won't, they'll say this person isn't live. And so that's what happened for you. I clicked it and it said you haven't been live. How do I apply to the agency? The agency page is here. I'm gonna pin it one more time for us. You have to be a live host. Again, you got to be going live. So if you have not gone live recently, I won't be able to accept you. Okay? You said, what about me? Let me check, friend. Um, you did go live recently. It's been 30 days. You need to start going live again. Your valid go live days has been less than a day. So I need you to go live at least 3 times. Go live first before I can accept you. Um, like, are you going soon to need a moderator? I might. I'm Pals is on the YouTube for me. Let me know if you're interested in supporting. I know everybody's not able to be here all the time. This is Treetop. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you, friend. Um, let's see. Hold on one second. I want to make sure I catch on content. Thank you for that, the hearts. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Appreciate you. Have you been hosting a live every day since you started? Yes. As opposed to who? My twin. Yeah, I host the live. It's me, friend. I have guests up and I co-host sometimes too. I mainly do me only because the chat, the questions that come in, I was probably doing more guests when my live wasn't as many people in it. and I would do multi-guest panels a little bit more. We would get up and talk and stuff. So I probably will do some more of that moving forward, but we'll see because there's so many people coming in with questions. I try to make sure I'm in the chat. Um, and so yeah, I want to make sure I answer your question. You said I've been live recently. So yeah, so what I need for you to do is go live for at least 61 minutes. Okay. Hey, Lisa, thank you so much. 61 minutes is what's called a valid go live day. TikTok actually tracks that. Okay. So you want to get in the habit. And so moving forward, you're going to do 61 minutes once you join the agency. So I want you to get in the habit of going live longer. So do like maybe one or two more lives where you're doing 61 minutes and that'll show up in the system. Can you see our last live if we are not in the agency? I cannot. Nope. Only data I'm getting is when people apply, it gives me your valid go live days, which means that you've gone live for 61 minutes. It'll actually list that. It'll list how many minutes and days you've gone live in total in its entirety in the last 30 days. Like that's why I said you got to do something very recent. It shows me how many likes you've gotten, how many applications, I'm sorry, how many videos you've done, and how many follows. So I literally see that data when you apply. And so as an agency, I can screen who I want to bring in so that I'm bringing in people who are committing to the process and that have kind of shown that they're comfortable with the go live process. I'm trying to do that a little bit more. That's why I do this training so that people can become more comfortable and confident and not scared and nervous, and that you're coming in with a little bit of experience because you've done at least the first three lives and you've gone longer and stuff. So I'm trying to be a little bit more um, protective of the agency because TikTok tracks our performance based on people who are in our agency. And so if you're somebody not going live, it impacts my activeness numbers. So I'm not appearing to be an active agency. So I have a lot of people who join. They just changed these rules in March. So I'm really kind of paying attention to it now. But I had a lot of people who joined early on and they joined and just ghosted. They haven't done anything. And so I can't bring in new people like that. Can you check mine against your criteria? I can't check. I won't be able to see you unless you apply. Um, Thank you so much. You said you show so much love. I appreciate that role. I wanted to do this. I think I should. I still am doing something wrong. What are you doing, friend? With your live? Thank you all for being here. I appreciate that. If you didn't apply, I won't be able to see it. So I want to make sure, like I said, people who are joining, they're ready to go. You're doing your thing. And that way it's not a fear factor. You just got to keep going and keep building. Um, you said I paid for the blueprint do you see it trying to do a consultation, but you said I need to start going. Say that again. You want to do me a favor, message me. I think you can send me a voice note when you message me. Just make sure I understand what you're saying. Okay. Um, Thank you for informing. Have a great day. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Not a problem. Yeah, so just message me and I'm happy to answer mind, body, and beyond. I want to make sure you said you paid for the blueprint so you see it. Do you see it? Um, Trying to do a consultation, but you said I need to start going. You want to do the consultation doesn't mean you have to go live. It's up to you if you want to do a consultation and meet with me. Do I pay for the consultation or just start going live? Ultimately, if you want to be an agency, you got to go live. so, so don't pay for the consultation if it's about asking, do I need to go live? Go live. Just go live. Yeah. So it's up to you. If you have other questions and you want to meet with me and we want to talk through, your live stream, some other things, I'm happy to do a consultation. But just go live. Yes, I don't have a problem with going live. I can start going live. I'm not scared of the camera. Okay, perfect, perfect. That's good. Yeah, thank you so much. So let's see. Yeah, with the live, I just want to join your agency as well. Where did you pin it? My Service Plus. what I'm gonna hold on, I got a bad actor in the room again. Click this one here. I have to wait 3 minutes to repin it because I just pinned it. But if you want to click the Service Plus here, that's fine. Okay, friends, let's move on. I can't seem to make myself start going live again. Um, yeah. What are you doing in your live? Let us know what you're doing in your live, friend. So yeah, just start going. Start going. Um, I would say do it scared, but I don't. It depends on what the barrier is. What's your barrier for going live? My friends who are nervous and afraid, I want you guys to be, think of this as, at the end of the day, your day one is not going to look like the day 14. Okay. So as you're doing this, it gets easier, it gets better, you get more comfortable, you get more confident. So all those things will happen. So don't feel like you're going to always be in this newness feeling. That's not how this goes. You get better at it. You just got to be consistent. It's not showing at the bottom. Am I looking in the wrong place? Um, let's see. The little arrow here is Service Plus. If you click this, it pops up a screen and you can message me. So that's what I'm saying. It's in this corner for you. Are you on your phone or a tablet? Otherwise, let me see if I can pin again. I can't pin yet. Um, so yeah. I customize wigs during my live. I use it to do it every day. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm assuming you're not doing that right now, and maybe that's where the barrier is. So you probably just have to get back to it. Hey, Coach Jesse, I saw you come in, friend. Hello. Happy Memorial Day. Yes, got it. Okay, perfect. All right, friends. Let's move on. What other questions was I supposed to answer? So I talked about agency. I felt like I spent a long time on the agency conversation. How do you get your phone and tablet being used together doing a live? My phone, I'm on the live on this account. The other account is my agency page. This is the agency page. So it's in the room like you guys. You all are viewers. So the agency page is a viewer. So I have the agency page in the room too. So that's what's you said, oh. It's like, that's what you're doing. Yes, that's what I'm doing, friends. So nothing magical, just in the room, just like y'all. So those who are new to my room, put new in the chat. Let me know if you're new and say hello so I can say hi back to you. I want to make sure I'm saying hello. Does the agency get credit for our content post? No. Mm-mm. No, it's just the live side. Mm-mm. What kind of credit would you say? I know. So the answer is no, but I'm like, what credit would I get? What credit would I get? No, it's just the live side. New here. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Zahid, thank you so much. True Lex, thank you so much for being here as well. Others in the room, if you're new, say hello. Let us know who you are. I didn't answer. There was somebody earlier who came in. Thank you for the follow. Points, I guess. I guess. I wish I got points. I mean, I don't know. It's no credit to get. No, no credit. No, the only thing they show us is that if you are currently like your video post, I'll see that number on your profile that's in my database. And so if that number is really low, I tell people all the time, hey, you got to post some more content. So that I do, pals, you posting content. I looked up because I look at her numbers. I'm like, hope you don't get to posting. But yeah, that's the only thing I will say. I'll look at it and I'll just say, you want to bring that up higher. And if your follower count is super low, I'm like, hey, you need to work on your follower count. There's some things you need to do. You need to do more engagement, go into other lives, connecting with people and stuff. So those are the things I will point out to people. Thank you so much for the roses, title gifter. Are the items in your shop what you would suggest to use? I can't get my lighting right. Oh, yeah. Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm good with that one. Are you do the content? You said I'm over there posting my little tail off. um, yes, it is. It is the products that I currently use. Absolutely. I use all of the products that you see in my shop. Absolutely. What do you constitute as super low? If you've been on this app, I'm going to say for 6 months, and you only have less than 50 videos, that's low. Because theoretically, you could do a post a day. That's 30 videos each month. You know what I'm saying? So you should be well over 100, even if you skip days. If you skipped a lot of days, that's basically 3 months of videos. So just know, yeah, that's low. So you want to, I mean, 6 months, technically, you should be over 200 videos, technically. Or is that right? That's the right math. Y'all do the math. Was that 180? Something like that. So, so just think of it that way. Um, so it's not possible to use a device for camera, then another device to read comments. You could, like this device here. I'm here. I can see comments. I can see your comments. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, that's possible. Yeah. Some people have their tablet if they want it to be a little larger. Their tablet is next to them. Oh, I think I have 150. I've been posting since like January. That's good. That's good. So yeah, you're averaging about one a day, technically, with that type of math. Close to it. Yeah. Our community just teared up. Look at us, awesome. You said, is that for one niche? For one, what you mean in terms of your page? Let me understand what you meant by that. Mama Goldberg, what did you mean by that? Hey Sherry, say that again. Now I will need you to check me when you have time. Okay. What you mean? Charlene? Check your profile. What do you mean? Did you mean that? I'm gonna look you up if that's what you meant. Oh, you're almost 500 videos. How long you been here posting? Yeah, you're good. Would you please, you said repeat the four things. You know what? I haven't even gotten to those four things. Thank you so much for the roses. I've been answering questions. Let me get to that, Zahid. Thank you so much for reminding me, friend. You said, can you repeat those four things, ma'am? Your post count. Yes, it's 497. So you're good. You're good, friend. Okay. Um, let me get to the content because I was reminded. Was I supposed? I felt like I just skipped somebody's question. Put it back in the chat if I skipped your question because I felt like I was about to answer something and then my mind went somewhere else. That happens a lot lately, y'all. And I think the questions are coming in rather fast sometimes for me. We are ready for the four things. I know. I know. I have not gotten to the four things. I didn't even do engagement fully. I didn't do the blue boxes. I didn't do none of that. I usually teach that because when the numbers are getting super high, what will happen? Hey, thank you so much, Coach Jesse, for the title gifters of the hand heart. Thank you, friend. What happens? Here's what I've noticed now, and I'm just saying this out loud so you guys can see what I see. When I'm getting people coming in, and I get a lot of people coming in asking questions, I'm 1 month on TikTok, so close to 1K followers. Do I earn having a showcase at 1K? You can get invited into TikTok shop. It's usually over 1K. It's not exactly at 1K. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that support. Thank you for that. I just love these little special tips. Thank you. You're welcome, Fred. How are you a moderator, Doc? You are becoming a super in demand. I know. You know what? But I kind of like it here because it's my little crutch to kind of control the chat. Somebody starting pin comments and stuff that would throw me off. I would need to readjust to somebody taking over like that. To be honest with you, I need to, but I would need to figure out my rhythm. It would change my whole flow. It would. So right now I kind of control what I say when I say it, what I check on. I was about to tell you guys, I look at your comments and I'm noting, obviously the room has grown. It went up and down, which is fine. I'm going to stay on probably for another, I might stay for another 30 minutes. But what I've noticed is that I got a lot of questions from people who didn't have blue boxes. And so what that does, and I'm just being honest with you, and this is where I'm telling you my own process so you can decide what your process is. That puts me in a mindset that I need to say something. Because if I'm getting a lot of questions from people who don't understand engagement, yet they want to ask a lot of questions. And you should ask the questions. But that tells me you're asking questions before you have understood how to engage, meaning that you skipped the little notice that TikTok told you to send a gift. You ignored it, meaning that maybe you didn't know that you were supposed to click that and you've ignored it. And then you come in and ask questions because I become a safe place for you to ask questions, which is fine. But then I'm like, okay, well, now I need to teach because I'm seeing questions being asked and they don't realize that they have not started the engagement process. So they want support and want their question answered, but they haven't given support yet. And so then I'm like, okay, well, let me help them. So that happened earlier, but then obviously I went down and answered a whole lot of questions and I didn't get there. So I want to make sure I also support people because you're going to leave here and you're asking a whole bunch of questions about going live. And honestly, in my opinion, you're not ready to go live yet because you don't even know what it means to be a good viewer if you haven't been doing some of the basics. Okay. So I say that out loud to y'all just so that you understand where my mindset is going. But I want you guys to be successful. You said right. You said right. So you can ask me all the questions in the world about my board and the 4 tips and all the things, but you got to know how to be a good viewer because you're going to get in your room and you're going to be upset because people don't engage and view. And I didn't give you all these great tips about the live stream process. Thank you so much, friend. But your viewing game is down. You don't understand viewing. You don't understand how to do viewing. You don't understand how to support. So how are you going to get people to support you? And then you're going to be frustrated because you're like, I did all the stuff you told me to do. My board looks great. But nobody says nothing. Nobody's doing anything because you need to do the things too. All right? So just keep that in mind. Grab your daily harmony, check your boxes. There we go. Thank you so much, God. You said gotta go. Did grab the daily heartbeat, but thank you, friend. You're welcome. I went the live the other night and it went amazing. 6K. You went live the other night. Awesome, awesome. 6K in the room. Is that fault? What do you mean? Viewers came in. Thank you so much for the oh, look at the stickers coming out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for that. Miss K Latte, thank you, friends, for the daily heart me's and the gifts. I appreciate it, friends. Thank you all for supporting. I appreciate all the support. Yes, congratulations. What's your live topic about? Mama, I think I was supposed to come back to your question. What was your question earlier? I think I was supposed to follow up. I think your question was the question that, um, no, maybe it wasn't. I don't see a question. Um, Good morning. How you doing? Tea Light, welcome to the room. You said, I need stickers. You need some stickers. You know how to get them? You click the comment box, click that grayed out heart. Click the grayed out heart that's in the comment box. That's where you get the stickers for the fan club. You said, I forgot. Okay. You taught me how to engage, and I went from blue box level 11 to 19 in about a week. Look at you, friend. Congratulations. I appreciate you coming back and supporting. Good morning. Good morning, my other friends coming in. Um, Good morning, everybody in the room. Dr. Lisa, do you have a video on equipment? You know what? I actually did do a little small video on equipment. It was some months ago. Um, let me do this. We'll pin and talk real quick. We'll pin and talk. I think somebody asked that question. Maybe that was the question I was supposed to go back to. I have like the items I use right now. I am using right now as we speak. So these are my top 7 products. I'll add an 8th one just to be in good measure. Okay. So first item. Thank you. You're welcome. So if you look at the shopping cart here, you guys will see literally the products that are in that shopping cart are being used. I think all but one. I'm looking around my room. The only one that's not being used, I have it in there, is this one. I'm not using it right now. Technically, I'm using this. This is a wireless microphone, but it's actually not hooked up today. So, but it is being used. But those are the two. Everything else is literally in use. Whether we're talking about my tapper, my phone is on the stand that you see there, my tablet is on the other stand you see there, my clip-on light for my lighting, the background lighting, this is real. Everything in that shopping cart is products I use daily. Okay. This one I pointed out, I don't use, this is my travel tripod. So when I travel, this is what I take with me. It's really convenient. I put my phone on it. It allows for that phone to clip there, and it's like a tripod effect. So I use this one. Although my phone on a regular basis is a flat. It doesn't have the tripod. But when I travel, I take that because I just throw it in my purse. So it's really convenient. Lighting. I learn every time I'm in your live. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, friend. Lighting is so important. Let me say, I don't want y'all to underestimate the importance of lighting. Um, to the extent that TikTok will suppress your views, you won't get pushed out if your lighting is not right. Okay? I say that to y'all, the lighting matters. Um, and I want you guys to understand, you got to think about what visual are you trying to portray. And if your lighting is not right, it impacts your stream. Okay? I move the way I do because I'm forced to right now. I was I was being blocked from messages and call numbers. Hello, friend. Thank you so much. Really, I had no idea. Yeah. TikTok puts it on your screen. It says a well lit space. So when it comes to lighting, they need to see you. When you are doing the more um, moody feels, it doesn't respond well to that. It doesn't. Okay. So lighting does matter. It wants to see you. It wants to, if you've ever gotten that little message, it's telling you. To me, lighting increases the quality. It does. They say it. They said it in the webinar we went to. Yeah. So they want to make sure they can see you. So if you play around with your lighting, play around with what you're doing. Um, there's times when I don't have this clip-on light on, and I'll start my live TikTok. I'll get the little message. I'm like, TikTok, I ain't that dark. What you doing, TikTok? This ain't that dark. But that extra lighting makes the difference. So you said, Sharice, you said above upper left, it says heart 68. I mean 86. I'm sorry. I read that backwards, y'all. Does that mean you got 86 hearts? Um, Here, you asked that question. Click here. Those are points that you need to claim. Those are your points. That's what you're looking at. And so you gave a heart me, and you can go back and claim the points for that. So there's 86 points for you to claim. Okay. Yeah, that's what that represents. Um, do you live stream from your phone or laptop? This is my phone. It's my phone. Yeah, so the daily heart me. Heart me. Me, not meats. Daily heart me is the little squiggly heart thing that pops up. When you click it, you said, oh wow. That little squiggly thing, that's it. The daily heart me. You daily hearted me. You sent me a daily heart me. So join my fan club, and it says that. And when you click that, because you came in my room and you clicked it, it said points. The reason why I said 86, why I knew it was 86 points, because I looked at my backup account, my agency account, and it had 86. And all I did was send the heart me. And so I hadn't sent any other things. I didn't send populars and didn't send it. So it had the same number. So that's how I knew what you were talking about. I was like, oh, it says 86 here. So it's the points. If you click it again, you claim those points because you got points for sending that. And it unlocked. You sent a comment. You did the other things. So now you go back and claim your points. Yeah. Look at you. At least I'm on 39. Congratulations, friend. You taught me how to accept my points. I used to just miss those. Really? Oh my gosh. Don't leave points on the table. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. So let me say this real quick. I need to teach this, you all. I apologize. Let me teach this. When you sing your heart me, let me show this. Let me do a show and tell. We talked about this in the agency meeting. Oh, TikTok changed my layout. TikTok, what are you doing? Y'all, the three dots done changed. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. TikTok, you're doing too much. They made it symbols. Oh my gosh. Now I gotta get used to this. uh, when y'all go live again, see if y'all have changed the three dots. It used to say mirror your video. It used to say flip your camera. There's symbols at the top now. So the mirror is the little symbol for mirror. Um, they have the they have the flip camera symbol. They have the pause your live symbol, and they have, oh my gosh, what is that? And they have the mute the microphone symbol. Those used to be words. Now they're symbols that you have to know. Yes, just now. I was like, what in the world? Yes, something changed. Oh my gosh, TikTok. I gotta keep it's forever changing. That's why I say practice makes progress. You're not gonna be perfect at this because it's gonna be forever changing. I'm looking for the words. It's like, wait a minute. So now it is consolidated more, which is fine-ish. I guess I gotta go back and look at all the things now. But now they're symbols. So be ready, y'all, just in case y'all use that. I use it all the time. It's so true. Yeah, yeah. So I was gonna show you guys really quickly. Is there an advantage to using a live creation setup on a laptop? I can't get out and check the name. You mean Live Studio? That's what you meant. For the laptop would be called Live Studio. You know what? I think there's more features and some more capabilities there for your live stream, which is great, but your computer has to be able to take on streaming. So your device has to be ready for it. My laptop is not the right laptop. I need to upgrade my laptop. It can't stream like that. I tried it. TikTok shut me down. And I'm one of those people who don't close browsers. I keep windows open. I'm real bad. So I would need a dedicated device for streaming. It's like our phones. You can't keep up with the newest versions. That's true, Elle. That is so true. That is so true. It's so hard to keep up with the latest versions. Yeah. You got to relearn every time you update your phone or get a new device altogether. Um, did you say the four things you must do? I know, y'all. I'm going to say it. Okay, let me show y'all something real quick. Daily Heart Me. This little thing here is clickable. You see the little message they're telling you? So when you click it, now you could do some little community things. But I think there's different things. I think you're supposed to be able to look and do stuff. I thought you could click it. Maybe because I redeemed it already. Oh, there it is. Different items you can do. Okay. So you get features depending on what you're trying to click. So you can redeem stuff. Redeem them and upgrade the fan club symbol. So I want to point that out because Community Fest is happening soon, and so that's going to be a big deal about updating it, doing these different things, and now they have the fan club sticker doing different things. Okay, so I just wanted to show that. Four things really quickly. I'll talk about this. A couple things I will say. Thank you, Al, for the donut. A couple things I want you guys to pay attention to is the board here. This is a board. Make sure your board has value. As you guys can tell, I went all over the place in this live, answering questions. We talked about some of everything. To be honest with you, it actually is not the best practice of how I did the live today, because I want you guys to start making sure the algorithm is understanding what you're talking about. And by me switching topics so much talking about the agency, talking about some shop stuff, talking, answering all types of questions. I never got to my focus, truly. So that's not good over time because you see the room drop, things change, you're confusing the algorithm. So you want to try to stay focused as much as you can. That's going to help you. All right. Travis, we don't do that in this room. So, um, how do you upgrade your blue diamond color? Oh, your blue box. Mama, give me one second, Mama. I guess I should talk about the blue box. I didn't do it, and that's where I was going to go there and talk about it. Um, so let me finish my thought real quick here, and I'll talk about blue box. So when it comes to your board is that hook. And as you guys notice, I've had multiple people ask me about my 4 things. So my board actually it was effective, it was working. People want to understand what to do, what's going on here, what are the things you must do. And so keep that in mind. Your board should be a hook to stop the scroll. It should add value. You can have a value board, you can have a curiosity board, you can have a challenge board. You can maybe have all three if you wanted to, but think about what you're doing in terms of your hook. So wanted to point that out. The other thing, I'll say the 4 things really quickly. When you think about the 4 things you must do, you must market your live. Okay. Well, even before you market your live, you need to know who you're talking to, your target audience. So I tell you to do your research and understand your audience, your topic, so that your topic is going to be relevant to who you're wanting to reach. Okay. Your target audience. So know your target audience is number one. When I went live last week, I couldn't find the board feature. It's under settings. You have to do it before you set up the live. You write up the board. It's going to be under settings, and now it's a little symbol at the top under settings. Um, and and then add the board once you start the live. So create the board before the live, add it after the live. There's a little glitch happening, so I'm telling people to do that just to make sure that their sound bar works and some of the touchscreen features work. So number one, know who you're talking to, your target audience. So you're going to do a little research before you go live. Number two, you're going to market your live. That means that you are doing a live event, adding it to your stories, posting content about the fact that you're going live. All those things are ways that you can push out and support your current followers, your current viewers to know you're going live. And stories also is a good way to get new viewers, new visibility too. So adding to your story before you go live is really good. All right. And if you do a video about going live, post that to your story, add your live event. All those things can be done within the post in the story by adding a live event there too. Um, so you create a board before you actually hit the go live button. Yes, you create the board before. You cannot do it in a live. So I can't write this message while I'm here. I have to do it beforehand. But you add it once you go live. You add it because of that glitch. You could add it beforehand. I would tell you not to do it once you go live. Okay, got it. Um, the third thing I tell people to do is so do your research, market your live, post content. You should be talking about your live stream all the time in your content. If you are not talking about the fact that you're a live host, the fact that you're sharing information about such and such topic during your live stream, it's a missed opportunity. Say the time zone that you go live in your content. Most of my videos that are like not clips from the live stream, I talk about join me live, where I go live daily to give tips to go live and monetize on this app. That's like my tag sentence, my tagline at the end of my live my post, and I'll say and apply to my creator network, launch your income agency, visit my bio, and so I'm saying that people hear that in my content. Does TikTok Studio have boards? I used it for the first time yesterday. Couldn't find it. They have they actually call it, I think, on TikTok Studio banners. You're talking about Live Studio. You're talking about for the laptop. You meant Live Studio. They call it banners there over there. They do, and it's a little different. It's a little message that you can, not the same format as what looks here, but you can change it up. It's actually a little bit more features and functionality over there. Yes. Okay. Thanks. Um, The fourth thing, so post your content. So number one, research. Number two, market your live. Make sure you're sharing it out. Post content. Another subset of marketing. I want you guys to be intentional about using the content as a way to advertise that you go live. So definitely do that. And then the fourth thing here is being strategic about what do you want your viewers to do? What do you want them to do? What is the goal here? What are you asking them to do? And if you don't know the answer to that, you need to give that some thought before you go live. How do you want them to gauge? What's your goal? Do you want so many super fans? Okay. Are you going to talk about it? Are you going to explain the benefits? Are you going to ping your super fan? Do you want so many diamonds? Diamonds is what live hosts earn. So are you looking at so many diamonds when you go live? Are you going to talk about it? Are you going to make your live goals something that people can get and pin it and talk about what they receive for doing that? You can tie in your service plus to your live goal. So if you're a person who says, oh, if you want this, then my service plus, I'm going to be giving my ebook for anyone who sends the Superwoman gift, and so not that I'm doing that, y'all. That was just an example. I'm just saying. But you could do that. You can absolutely do that. You can pin the gift and say, so for example, I did it for Moonwalk. I'll show this. It says Moonwalk equals cheers. So if you sent the moonwalk, I was clicking the cheer button most of the time. I don't think I did it every time, but most of the time I clicked it. My point is you could change the words. You could change the words. So if you wanted to say, moonwalk equals ebook, people send that and then they message you on Service Plus, they get your ebook. You can look at that list and know who sent what gift. You can see that even afterwards. There's so many things that could be done. Yeah, I know people don't know this. Yeah, well, yeah, they may or may not. But I'm saying I want you to think about this. Like, what is your goals for your live stream? What are you trying to do? What's the outcome here? I tell you, viewer wishes. I didn't pin it this morning, but the one I've been defaulting to. Oh, TikTok's acting funny. Okay, hold on. This is the one I've been defaulting to. TikTok, these are preset words by TikTok. These are all preset. I didn't do that. But you can edit these. You can edit the words, and you can edit the gifts. So if I tell people my tarot card readers, you can put full reading, and maybe it's a whale. Half reading, maybe it's a galaxy. You can put what you want people to do. And if they are coming in your room and they want what you have to offer, then they know what to do. Okay. So just think about what you're doing so you can set it up so that you can reach your goals. Yep. Right. Right now, mine is to get more views. So if you're trying to get more views, what are you doing to talk about um your board? How are you talking to your target audience? What are you doing to bring the right people in the room? Hey, friend, thank you so much for your video. Appreciate that. What is that block called? This is called viewer wishes. Viewer wishes. Viewer wishes. Yep. Exactly. Um, so yes. Okay, you're welcome. So when everything's said and done, you decide how you want people to move in your live stream. All right. I'd be afraid to touch them. No, it's good. It's good. You can't break anything. I tell people that all the time. The only thing you can do is end the live if you press the power button. You'll find out real quick if it's available to do while you're in the live. Thank you so much for the populace. I appreciate you, friend. Can you explain what to expect when you go live? Can you explain what to expect when you go live? Um, you're the first person that showed how to use this stuff. Oh, you're welcome, friend. What to expect when you go live? What do you mean? Tell me more. I mean, in the beginning, the very first day, have you gone live? Let me make sure I answer that question correctly. Thy majestic artist, let me know. Have you gone live before? Yes, things to happen. You'll have fun. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. Yeah, you'll have fun. See, I'm telling you, others aren't talking about the things you do. Okay. Expect that everything and expect that everything, anything and everything may happen. Exactly. Thank you so much, Unwritten Unstoppable. I appreciate you, friend. Yeah. Yeah. Have you gone live before? Let me know. And I'm assuming you haven't. So I'm just learning here. There you go, friend. Um, I'm assuming you haven't gone live before. So I'm going to make that assumption. And so because of that, the first couple of lives, it's going to be sluggish. Depends on your topic, depends on what you're doing, depends on how you set yourself up, the board and some other things, how you think about these things before you go live. Um, it can help. It'll help you with preparation for your live. But in the beginning, TikTok typically doesn't push you out to too many people. I've only heard of a few people who went from like very beginning, day one, doing having tons of people in the room. I don't think that really happens at all, really. So I think by day 4 or 5, if you're doing all the things that you should be doing, you might see some success. You might see where, okay, I've gotten some traction. My room is doing really well. But otherwise, it doesn't happen immediately. But by 14 days, you should see some traction if you're going about this the right way. Okay. Let's see. Thank you so much. I forgot I still had the shopping cart on. Let me thank you, Fred, for checking that. Weird prompts and notices. I did for like 20 minutes and so much was happening. I closed it out. Um, are you saying you're saying in the chat, you said these weird prompts and all these notices. Let me close this. Wait a minute. I think that's what you said. So so yes, TikTok will send you different notices and different prompts. You say yes. You said I didn't see the topic. Yeah, I have it on for somebody asked about some of the products. So I turned it on. Yes, I think my first live, I cried. I was so touched, but people in the room being nosy. Oh, Lord. I did my first live, got violation the other night. Did you really? What did you get it for? Be yourself, be genuine. Authenticity is key and have fun. Yes. So, what happens in the very beginning, in all fairness, you got the puzzle too. Y'all said I got the puzzle. Hey, Bounty, how are you, friend? Um, So, what happens in the beginning? There are prompts that will happen. TikTok is sending you co host requests, guest requests. Y'all see all that in the chat. You could turn those features off. Let me say that. You can turn those off. I don't turn them off. I mean, it's to me, it's like white noise now. I don't even see it. So it's like whatever. Every now and then I'll press some and invite somebody by accident. But for the most part, I don't even pay attention to it. So, and then they are telling you, hey, pin this information, pin your Service Plus so people can see it. It'll say more likes will get more views. It's all little prompts in the chat that pop up when you first go live. You're right, it is there. Some of that stuff I'm looking at, paying attention to. Some of it I'm so used to it, I just ignore it. Um, you accidentally brought somebody up by hitting the invite button. Yes. Again, you could turn that off. I still lost as to what they were talking about. What was they talking about? Didn't talk about the correct item. Um, good morning, friend. I got a suppression notice saying that a suspension notice. I had connected to someone that was bad. Oh, okay. I'm not sure. Maybe they were doing something wrong, smoking, drinking, who knows? Maybe they were minor, that too. Um, so yeah. Thank you so much. I did a shout out gift. Thank you, Fran. Oh, did you? Hey, Fran. Thank you, overstimulated Sam. Thank you, Fran. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thing Thank you so much, Fran. I appreciate the messages. Thank you for the daily heart me's. I was in my chat. I'm sorry I missed the shout out. Appreciate you doing that. Made me nervous. The invite button didn't get rid of it. Getting rid of him. I closed the whole phone. Oh, yeah, you can't. You got to go back and click the two rings for co-host. There's an exit little box with an arrow. You click that to end it. Thank you all for supporting. I appreciate the support. Everyone who's coming in. Thank you for the populars. Appreciate that. in the Dr. Lisa Cares. I renamed that gift. I was like, let me change this name. Let me change it. I did an hour last night, but I was getting a lot of people with foreign names. What is up with that? We were talking about that in our meeting yesterday. A couple suggestions we gave was that maybe you go to your 3 lines on your profile and update your content preferences, but also maybe clear your caches, and then also see if there's any other types of preferences you can set up for your page. That may help with making sure you're not pushed out to other countries. I think these 4 things: researching your audience, looking for the keywords, making sure you're saying those keywords, making sure your board has that message, being a little bit more intentional about your setup for your target audience is going to help a little bit, so that TikTok knows who to send to your live. I think they're just sending any and everybody. And then when you're live, just make sure you're not saying those countries. Just make sure you're asking for engagement based on your topic and what you're discussing for your audience. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. I think you're being pushed out across the world, but you might need to hone in your topic and what you're saying and what your content preferences are and what you're watching and all the things that TikTok is just pushing you out, and kind of confused about it right now. So I think you're gonna have to, regulate some of that. Yeah. So it's gonna take a little work. It's not gonna be overnight, but you should see a difference if you start shifting things a little bit. Okay. Thank you so much, Amber. I see you followed. Really quickly, I told Mama Goldberg, let me know if you're still here. You asked about the blue box in terms of how to get your numbers up. I'm going to end with that. I'm going to share a little bit about that just so you guys can get it. Thank you. You're welcome. The Majestic. Again, those messages can be removed. I'm used to it. I don't touch it. I just let it happen. And I just be mindful of, just ignoring it, looking at my chat comments the way I need to. Yes, it will. Do people support small creators here? Emma, let me help you, friend. I'm going to help you with how to engage in a live stream, because this is not a grow room, but I want you to understand the way to connect with people. We don't say scooped. We don't say gotcha. We don't say followed. That's grow room language. We want to make sure you guys are engaging in an authentic way, meaning that you are going to, we're teaching how to be a live host. You want people to go to your content. You want them to engage with your live stream. We want to make sure, hey, Laviv, we want to make sure that you are actually learning the proper ways to engage, because those people say scooped and follow you, they just want the numbers. They're not doing the engagement. And for you to grow, you got to be an engager. Okay? For you to grow, you just don't need numbers. Because then you're going to come to your live and say, nobody comes to my live. Nobody engages. Nobody does anything. I want you to understand how to be an engaging viewer so you could teach it to your viewers. I say friends instead of followers. I also say heroes instead of fans. I like that. That's cool. I like that. Yes, you do. Definitely learning to engage more. Exactly. Exactly. You have to. True. Great advice. Yeah, you have to. And again, it goes back to becoming a live host, because you're gonna come back and say, Doc, nobody engages. And I'm like, well, do you teach the people? You know, you got to teach the people. You got to tell them what to do. And then on top of it, I'm gonna say, hey, do you engage? Because if you're engaging, you can teach others how to engage, because you know how to engage. So you got to make sure you're doing it. So let's do a couple things. I'm going to show you guys the likes. If you don't know, my new friends in the room, those hearts flowing on the side are likes. That's the likes that represent up here. We have 140K likes. Those are people who are literally tapping the screen on their mobile device. And I think there's a like button on the computer. I 100% agree. I have to be more consistent. Yes. Yes, absolutely. And so when you are tapping the screen, hearts are flowing. See that heart pop up there? That heart will have a line that crawls across, and it's tapping, tapping, tapping. And as you're tapping that screen, that line is coming across. Gotta tap faster. I use my tapper normally, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like manually. And so this is where you are liking a lot. That heart gets fatter, dots are percolating, And then if I let go, it drops confetti on the screen, shows how many likes I sent. I sent 99 likes. I need to give, the tapper is actually in the live, in the shopping cart. Let me pin it. I forgot I add the shopping cart on, so I could pin it. So let me show it to you guys. And so this is the tap-in device. It's 50% off, and it will like the live for you. I usually do anywhere between 6 to 10 as my level, maybe 12 is on the high end, but I don't go too far over that. And so it's tapping. And so it does all that tapping for me. It does a little faster, and it will tap up my screen. Don't do it too fast because TikTok will say it's inauthentic engagement, fake engagement. So you want to make sure you get those likes going. And so it's helpful. This is my other page. It's in my account, in my live stream. So it helps to tap the screen for me. Is it the cordless one? This is the cordless one. I didn't charge it last night. I probably charged by now. So yeah, this is the cordless one. That's why I said I had everything in that shopping cart. Everything in that shopping cart is here because this cord is charging my tapper. It was charging it. But there it is. It's charged. Okay. So yeah, this is the cordless one. Okay. So Doc, how do you turn on the shopping cart on your live? When you're in your live, there's a little shopping bag, that little shopping bag. You click that and it says, it's pretty easy. It says add products. And the products that are in your showcase, you can add. And then they also let you do some recommended products that TikTok will recommend for you. So you can add it. Anything you pin, you got to show. So that's why I was showing the tapper. So anything you pin on the screen, you should be showing it. But yeah, so that, but yeah, that's a tapping device. So that's something you want to have. I through tappers, so I always have one. I have three now too. I have one downstairs. I have one the wireless. I have a cordless one downstairs. I have this one up here, and then this is one. This version is the corded version. I have to always have the cord on this one. So that was the original one I got. But that one I will use like when one of these aren't working. I'll turn on the cordless one. I mean the corded one. So yeah, so that's there. You saying I'm having fun. You're having problems finding claps. The cheers, that sound effect is under the wand when you're live. There's a wand here. For you guys, it's where the gift box is. For me, it's it looks like a pencil, a wand pencil. Okay, so that's what you're clicking. How do you get rewards by tapping? So here's the deal. Tapping helps the live host with engagement in the room. TikTok sees this as an engaging live, so that is support. And so what happens is the likes are going up. TikTok's like, okay, people are liking what they like, what they see here. As a viewer, you click the number of people in the room. Click the number of people, you'll see a question mark. It tells you how to become a top viewer. TikTok gives you points every 3 minutes for the likes that you're sending, those taps. You'll get 3 points every 10 minutes for your comments. That's why you want your chat to be commenting and stuff. You get 3 points for every comment you send. For comments you send, every 3 points for every comments in 10 minutes as well. And then gifting, whatever you send, you get a point for every coin you send out. And so the people here are my top two. They are seen. A lot of this is based on you as a viewer. You want that visibility. You want to be seen. You want to connect. You want to grow. That visibility is helping you. And then when you are seen, people will connect with you. So a lot of people come in and follow the top gifters and engagers because they know those are people who engage. They get it. Okay. So that's a big deal too. All right. Thank you all. I appreciate you. So this is the tapper. So taps matter. Shares is something else that matters. I'm going to unpin this. Shares is something else that matters. You see the share button? Sharing out the live as a viewer. Let me be very clear about this too. I don't say this enough. Live hosts. So when people say, oh, I came in your room, I'm looking for supporters, I'm looking to grow, I'm a big supporter, I can see if you are a supporter. If you came into my room, if you were liking my live, if you shared out my live, if you sent comments beyond just you saying I'm a supporter, If you gifted, there's badges to tell if you are a gifter. If you grabbed your daily heart me, you got a badge because it says Lisa. So if you have none of those things, yet you come into a room saying, "Hey, look at me, get me, pick me up, pick me. I want to support you. I'm gonna do all this stuff." We can look. We know who you are. We know what you've done. We know what you haven't done. Wink, wink. Thank you, friends. I appreciate the gifts. Appreciate the support. We see it. So I just want you guys to understand this app is very transparent. It tells me, pick me, pick me. Yes. So we see it. So I want you guys to understand when you do that, you're telling on yourself. Because as a live host, we can easily click your box. There's a little box at the top of your profile that tells us the breakdown of what you've been doing in the live. And we can see it. All right. You said, I love that. How many points do you get for? I don't know what you mean by points you get for. You're saying here? What do you mean by that, friend? Let me know what you meant by that. Scrap. And scrap. I don't understand. I guess I don't understand the question. You're talking about for here? Points are based on individuals. And so scrap, you haven't gotten any likes in yet. You haven't shared. You got the comments in, but you haven't gotten your daily heart me. So you got some work to do, friend. You got some work. So you want to make sure you get the points up. The points are individuals. I think they want to pay for points. Oh, do they? Oh, no, you don't pay for points. Well, I mean, I mean, from gifting, you get points for gifting. That's your blue box. So let me do this. Let's do blue box real quick. And this is to answer your question, Mama Goldberg. How do you go from level 2? You're level 2 blue box. Your blue box is level 2, and you're level 2 in my room. So let's talk about that. Overstimulated. I put a congratulations to a supporter, but then it wouldn't let me see viewers or even in live. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean. Does it show? I said, does it show just for your live or other lives you visited? The blue box follows you from every live. The Lisa box is just for my live. When you go to somebody else's live, it's going to be their fan club, their community. That's what this is, the fan club. My problem is due to disability. The problem is people teach very fast. Yeah, it's fine. It takes time to catch on. You'll get it as you start clicking different buttons and doing lives. You'll pick it up. Talking slower will help me to be able to understand everything. Yeah. So yeah, you'll pick it up as you come back. I repeat the same thing, so you'll pick it up, friend. Okay, got it. I had to pause it to end my live, my topic. And let me say this for those in the room, I am co-streaming on YouTube. Same name, same name. So if you ever need to go back and listen to one of my recordings, you can go over there. Same name, same information. You don't see all the things I'm pointing to on TikTok, but you hear me talking about it. Oh, I love learning. I do appreciate every gem you drop. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Um, so I appreciate the title, Gift of the Roses. Thank you, B. It's me. I'm her. Welcome to the room. I had to pause it to end my live. My top screen disappeared. Oh, I'm not sure what happened. Interesting. Jana, welcome to the room. So, okay. Let's do, let's say, I love that you can do that. Yes. I was asking how rewards you get for how many rewards you get for likes. You get 3 points for every 10 minutes of tapping and liking. You get 3 points. You can read it up here. You get 3 points. You get points for being a top viewer. Top viewer. Live host gets more views and engagement. That's the reward. Wink, wink. Hey, Diamond. How you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you for that shard of hope. I appreciate it. I would think I'm going to try live again today. There we go. You got this, friend. Don't be scared. Thank you all for the populars. I see you. Blue box, please. Okay. Everybody in the room. Everybody in the room. Put the word blue. Blue in the chat. Put the word blue. Let's do it real quick. Blue. If you put the word blue in the chat, I want you then to click your photo. Ooh, your profile pops up. Okay. TikTok, be nice. Okay, there we go. I had to go back in and out again. Blue box is what we're talking about. This is you as a viewer. If you do not have this, we see that you don't have it. Okay, so keep that in mind. We see from an optics perspective, we see what's going on. We see that you have not gifted. You have never sent a gift. If your blue box says zero, LV0, you've never sent any of the gifts that TikTok told you to send. TikTok sends you a message every time you come into someone's live. It tells you what to do. You need coins on your account so you can fully engage. If you're going to try to be a live host and you want people to gift you, you also should be gifting. You want to support your supporters. You want to make sure you're building your blue box so that you can be viewed as someone who engages, at least know the basics of engagement, even if you didn't realize that that's what would happen. That blue box represents that. The heart me, the orange heart, represents your time in my room. You got a heart. You are part of my community. You are a fan club member. Okay, that's what that represents. And then the diamond represents you as a live host. You, in terms of your growth as a live host, you will league up. There's a D league, it goes from D5 to D1. C League goes from C5 to C1. B League goes B5 to B1. And A League is A3, 2, and 1. They don't have the 4 and the 5. So you are supposed to be growing as a live host. All right. So you're leaguing up. There's a whole process for that. I'm not going to talk about it today, but there is something you want to keep in mind. So click the blue box. If you click that blue box, your LV number, click it, a blue screen pops up. That blue screen breaks down how many points you've collected, how many points you need to get to the next level. So this account is a 23. So it tells me how many points I need to get to 24. All right. And then underneath there, this is for you, Mama Goldberg, there is a scrolling message. It says points to level up. So these are the points that you need. Those are the points you need to get to the next level. I tell people to pay attention to your points. Thank you for this. You're welcome. Pay attention to your points because your points determine how you're going to strategically budget yourself and you move on this app. The levels go from level 0 technically, but 1 to 50. Okay. Level 25 allows you to fly in. If there's less than 100 people in the room, you can fly in so everybody can see you. You want to be seen in her, like Mrs. P put her rose out there. You're trying to be seen. That's what those grow rooms capitalize on. They capitalize on that visibility factor. You're trying to be seen so people can get you and scoop you up and do all this stuff. And that's not what you want. You want people to engage. So you do want to look at their bio. You want to make sure those are people who actually do engage back. Do they have a blue box? If I were you, I'm going to be quite honest with you. If I was somebody who was a high engager who got my blue box, I don't know if I would connect with somebody who don't have a blue box. I'm just saying. Because that person doesn't know engagement, especially if you're a live host. They may come to your room and tap and like and share, maybe. But again, that's not what they're thinking about. That's not what they're on. So they're just trying to get numbers. So if they got a whole lot of numbers and they ain't got a blue box, then you know what they own. Okay? So just keep that in mind. I thought if you got service splash, you cannot in your bag. What? I thought if you got service splash, you mean service plus, you cannot turn on your shopping bag. They can't operate at the same time. So it's either one or the other currently. Although I think they're trying to fix that feature where you might be able to do both of them at the same time. Coach Jessie says she has it where they show both of them at the same time. But no, it's either they occupy the same space. So right now my shopping cart is on. I'm going to empty my shopping cart and then my Service Plus will come back on. So they share the same space right now. Okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for that. Appreciate that, Lady T. Welcome to the room. How do you to stream at the other? How do you stream at the same time? Two different devices. I'm on my tablet for YouTube and TikTok. I'm on my phone. Is there a way to? Oh, that was pretty. It was. How to get the card? You have to get TikTok Shop. I'm an affiliate, the affiliate program. That's awesome. How many files do you need to get TikTok Shop? The pilot program is over 1,000. Full access, not the pilot program, is over 5,000. Yes, I agree. Uh, I do not scoop anyone. Anyone don't have a blue badge or a red heart. Yeah. Thank you so much for the moonwalk. Okay, learning. Yes. Never seen that gift before. Yes. Thank you very much, Lady T. Thank you very much. Is there a way to turn points to coins? No. Um, points to coins. Points to coins. No. No. Um, coins you add with money as you are engaging. If you are a guest in someone's box, you can get gifts and rewards. Level 11. Congratulations, friend. You can get gifts sent to you because you're a guest. People can send that. Thank you so much, friends. And then ultimately you can earn that way. Look at you, Marianne. Congratulations on leveling up. So um so yes, so you can get gifts that way, and then those gifts you can exchange for um coins if you wanted to have more coins on your account, or you could cash it out. Yep. How do you use your rewards for going live? How do you use your rewards for going live? You don't. You earn rewards when you go live. The rewards you get, you can exchange and put back by gifting people later. But no, you earn rewards while you're live. Okay, I got a lot of work to do. Still learning. You're fine, friend. I think I hope, let me know if I didn't explain that good enough for you. So I'm totally fine with it, recapping it. But the blue box, back to the blue box. Look at your points. Look at your points to know what you have left to level up. And like I tell people, you could also find those points here in the gift gallery. I mean, in gift box. So all I did was click this gift box in the corner. At the top, it tells me how many points I need. If I click that, it takes me to the blue screen. Okay, all that's there. So another place to go. Um, think I need to start over. What you mean? Why do you need to start over? I mean, in the campaign rewards, like level up points. Level up points is the blue box that we just talked about. I think some campaigns may use that language too. That's possible. Like to get to the next level on a leaderboard, maybe. Maybe that's what you're talking about. What does redeeming your gift gallery mean? Redeeming your gift gallery. You don't redeem your gift gallery. Redeeming your gift gallery. Your gift gallery is gifts that people sent you and they became a title gifter. Today is Monday, so Monday is a reset day. So we reset it at 12:30 last night. People who were your title gifters, you got a report for that to know who got your title gifter gifts. And those are people that you can look at throughout the week to go back and support them, especially if they go live. Some people go live, some people don't, but it's a great way to make sure you're supporting your supporters. Okay? So yeah. Oh, reset. Okay. Yeah, reset. I was removing my gifts out of my I was removing my shopping cart. So I removed the shopping cart so that I can answer questions that way fully. You got to be careful. When I started showing my phone, I realized, let me stop showing my phone because I don't want to get in trouble with TikTok Shop. So so for that reason, I turned the shopping cart off. Again, TikTok Shop wants you to sell the product. So when you start showing other stuff, they're like, well, what you doing? You ain't talking about these products. So I turned my shopping cart off. I'm saying that out loud to you all so you know why I did that. Sorry, live journey. I have quick passes. What does that mean? Okay. You could skip some of the other tasks that they're asking you to do on live journey. So it's a quick pass. You can bypass it. So you got those. Like if you don't want to battle, little things like that. Cause I support any and everyone. I really don't get what I put out, and I follow anyone who follow me. Let's see. Oh, you're brand new though. You're brand. I do you go live? Let me understand, what do you mean by support back? Let me understand that. Do you go live? And what time do you go live? Okay, good to know about shopping cart. Yes, yes. Let me know if you go live. Um, was that BSE? Is that how you say it? New to the show. um, because I'm me, I'm her. Let me know what you meant by that. Do you go live? What did you mean by that? Because I want to make sure you understand what does it mean to get support, to give support and get support. It's all new in just 2 days. Okay, okay. I'm gonna say this. I mean, your approach is not bad. You're starting to seed. So when you say just 2 days, you just started going live. So what you've been doing is actually going out planting seeds of people who potentially will come to your live and support you back. Now you're not gonna get everybody. It's not a one for one reciprocal relationship. But because you do stuff and because you're putting yourself out there, you will start seeing those seeds that you sowed starting to grow. Okay. However, I think you need to think about your follower count, think about posting your content, making sure you're talking to your target audience. Remember, I talked about the 4 things you must do. The number one is to know what you're going live about and who are you talking to, because those are the people you want in your room. Those are the people you want to support. And theoretically, those are the rooms you want to go to where your audience is, because those are the people you want to connect with so that they can come to your content and then in turn come to your room and you want to market to them. Thank you so much, Title Gifter of the Roses. So there's a bigger strategy here. And I think you're gonna have to play it out. I think what you're doing is good. Maybe you want to budget yourself. And that's why I said, look at your points, look at your level, and you can decide how many points you need to level up. And you may start creating a budget for yourself to say, okay, you know what? Here's the days I'm going to go out and support. Here's the types of gifts I'm going to send. Here's my budget I'm going to work within. And yeah, I'm gonna still do some stuff and get out there, but maybe I do it a little differently, so I don't feel like I'm taxing myself and I'm going over my budget and overextending myself. But at the end of the day, you're still very much in the growth phase of this. Like the early, you haven't even got. I mean, I'm not to knock you, but I mean, you haven't gotten to 1,000 followers. You ain't got to 500 followers. You haven't gotten to 5,000. You know, there's like levels to this, and so you're working at right now. I'm new to going live. No one is staying. Any tips? Again, you got to talk to your community. You got to engage. You need to be doing what our friend is doing, because your blue box level. You don't. I mean, it's grayed out. It was level one. You need to start engaging with other people. That engagement is so critical. I know I'm sad. I'm trying. I know. No, you're not sad. You're still growing. I don't. Oh, I sent an invite. Hold on. I didn't mean to do that. Good. My viewer wishes stopped it from happening. I was like, I didn't mean to do that. Hey, friend, how you doing? Overstimulated. Thank you so much, friend. Um, I am definitely trying to grow. Yes, yes, that's it. And so it's levels to this. I know y'all want to fast track it. I know y'all do. We all do. We all want to fast track it. But you got to realize you're in this process right now. Thank you so much, Keisha. You're in this process right now and you're still growing and trying to figure things out. The biggest thing is that you do want to go live. I tell people all the time, 75% of my followers came from going live. Okay. So it is a good way to grow. If you're consistent, if you're showing up, if you're talking to your audience, you're doing the things that you need to do. But it does take time. Okay. By the time I decide to go live, I should be okay, because I also learn when I engage. Okay, I love it. I have to come back more to learn more. Yes, I'm trying to rush it. It's my problem. Yeah, it's not a problem. You have high expectations. I want you to manage your expectations. Okay, I want you to manage your expectations. It is a process. TikTok will have you going up and down, up and down. And I tell you guys, comparison is the thief of all joy. As you're comparing yourself to other people, other creators, what you're doing, where you're starting. They've been there already. They've gone through that stage already, more than likely, you know? And so you can't compare yourself to other people. Hey, be more. Appreciate you being here, friend. You can't compare yourself to other people or other numbers, other performance. You just keep going. It'll improve. So day 2 of going live, stay with it. Work on your messaging. Work on who you're talking to. Sage. I've never seen that one. That was cute. It's like, what is that? Thank you for sending that, Fred. You're awesome. Don't lose heart. I am day 61, Margot, and still have a small community. It takes time. It does. It does. There's some things that you can do to kind of help improve it, but it takes time. It takes time, friends. Why does my level go up, on and off? It shows on and off. And so it's showing right now. I don't know. I don't know. It does that too. It even does that for my backup page. I'm not sure what's the logic there. I don't know. Yeah, it does that. And then sometimes your profile information goes away. I think that's just TikTok being TikTok. Hey, Per Mom, how are you, friend? Do you have a FAQ list about joining a live agency? Do I have an frequently asked questions about joining a live agency? No, I have my page about my agency. It's on my stand store. Let me say it. Let me put it over here. Um, I did do a video on my profile where I said, do your research about the agency, and I gave some tips. So I mean, I agree with that. Still do your research. Yeah. Um, what do the perks do in your community? What happens when you join a live agency? Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna get off shortly. Oh my gosh, I'm definitely getting off by 1. I gotta get off by 1. But I'm gonna answer both those questions. Um, My agency, what we do is we do have campaigns where there's prizes for our for our creators that are at the top of the leaderboard. So we always have campaigns that we're running along with encourage you to do TikTok's campaigns. That's the campaigns over there. I do I go live twice a day. I do a lot of training. A lot of my agency is really built on helping you understand how to go live, how to grow your live, how to engage properly, how to monetize in different ways. We like viewer wishes is sitting here right now, as well as the Service Plus we've been talking about quite a bit. Super fans. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. I had to look. I was like, oh, let me put my sunglasses on. Thank you for that. Shane, welcome to the room. And so just helping you understand the etiquette here. You're the best friend. Hey Scorpio, you have your own agency. I would join. I have my own agency. This is I do coaching, but I also have the agency. The agency page I just pinned. I'm going to pin it again in a second for you all. But you can message me here. Just message me on Service Plus or click the message here. If you want to ask me about the agency, if you want to get a consultation, I do those. You could book those with me. And then I have the coaching packages also. Okay. Let me know if you have questions about that. Let me pin the agency page again just so you guys can see that. Okay. And so this is where you can go to apply to the agency. Make sure you've gone live. You got to go live, friends. Make sure you've tried to go live at least 61 minutes. I want to make sure I can accept you. So go live. Make sure you've done 61 minutes. That constitutes a valid go live day. I want you to grow. I want you to go live. Okay. I can't accept you if you're not a live host. It's a program for live hosts. So training we do. We have our weekly meetings. We just had it yesterday, Sunday, where we sit as a community and I share information. People ask questions. Great advice from other live hosts. that you said I didn't know that. Yes. From other live hosts that are in the agency. The agency is free. I don't think I say that enough. It is a free program to you all. Thank you for the roses. It's a free program to you all, because TikTok pays. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, friend. I appreciate that manifestating. And welcome to the room, friends. Look at you, level 19. You are growing, friend. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. For real free. Yeah. So ultimately, what happens is that you are here as a live host essentially, and TikTok gives you a percentage of your gifting through the Skill Live rewards, so you can earn up to 40% of gifting. TikTok takes the 60. Now the gifting is based on per live is based on two metrics. The metric of you essentially how long you go live. If you go live for my monetization purposes, if you go live 25 minutes or more, hello friends, 25 minutes or more, you you can get 38%. And if you get five new followers or more, you get 2 more percent. So the 38 plus the 2 is how you monetize from each live from your gifting. So that 40% is what you earn. TikTok takes the 60, and with that 60 or the percentage, they give a few percentages to the agency. Agency got to earn it too. It's some metrics we got to follow. But ultimately, the agencies get paid by TikTok. You get paid by TikTok, agencies get paid by TikTok, and TikTok pays themselves. Okay. So that's how it works. But just know it's very much about how you are going live, you're growing. If you are someone who is, essentially you're coming here and you're trying to improve your live stream, and you are trying to learn different strategies, get more engagement, get more visibility, get pushed out, then that's going to support your live. And TikTok will send the right audience, the right people to your room. All right. But it requires you to know who you're talking to, and then ultimately how you are teaching the algorithm by showing up more often than not. Thank you, Fred, for that gold medal. How do you show up more often than not? Like daily. I come twice a day. And so, how do you show up so that you're reaching your target audience? All right. So that's what this is all about. I mean, you want to make sure you're being consistent. You want to show up, and you want to train the algorithm so that it knows what you're talking about and you're reaching the right people. And then just have an interesting live stream that you're offering. Thank you so much, Fran. Thank you, Fran, for the populace and the gift. And I appreciate y'all. You can't be a person that's sitting there just looking at the screen. Oh, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the title gifter. I had to stop for a second. But you got to be a person that has energy, excitement. People want to listen to you. They want to learn from you. And so, or be entertained by you. So just know that that matters. And you're trying to be intentional about that. Thank you so much for the ice cream and the Rosetta. Is that Rosa? Thank you so much, Fran. You're so kind. Happy Memorial Day to you as well. Appreciate you. Thank you, Fran, for the bravos. So that's what it's all about. I want you guys to know that agencies are good. Wink, wink. Agencies are good resources if you pick the right one. Not every agency is the same. I don't require battling, but I do encourage it because I know TikTok encourages it, and a lot of the campaigns are part of it, and that's how you're going to grow. Just being honest. That's just facts. All right. So if you're participating in some of the gameplay, if you're doing some of the things that they want you to do, you're gonna grow. All right. Community Fest. All my people in the room. Community Fest is going to happen. I think starting. They have the countdown happening now. This is like the early pre-Community Fest phase. So it's really going to kick off, I think, next week or the week after. So I want you guys to participate in that. Wink, wink. Last time they did it, battling was a big part of it because you had to unlock these treasure boxes. And in order to unlock those, wink, wink, weekend, in order to unlock those, you had to battle. So again, people in my agency, we're doing some trainings where we had a battle night that was really kind of, it was not the way it's supposed to be, but we're gonna work through it. But my point is, I want you guys to battle more. We have several people who battle nightly. And so I want you guys to battle more. I want you to get that engagement. I want you to understand ways to grow and um, build your following, build your exposure, but you got to do it. I'm probably going to do it a little bit more in June. You're going to see me doing a whole lot more. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. The Caregiver Chronicles, welcome to the room. Thank you all for supporting. You guys are going to see it more because it's Community Fest anyway. You're going to see it. I'm going to have to do it. I'll probably do some smaller ones, some rose ones. We'll talk through it, but I want you guys to see it and not feel like, oh my gosh, Doc, this is so uncomfortable. It's not. It's not. You can do it with friends. You can do it with community. You can do it with someone who has a similar type approach that you take to your live stream. And you guys can have fun doing it. So keep that in mind. It does not have to be something you're like ick about, okay? When I go live, usually another live person is requesting me to join them. Is this always a battle? 95% of the time, yes. 95% of the time, they're requesting to battle. Yeah. How do we select battles when new? Yeah. You know, there's the randoms. That's what our friend was just mentioning. There's people who will do the random requests. Since I've been live, I got like 3 random requests that I had to decline. I get them all the time. I just don't accept them. So what you could do is when you click the co-host button, that's the 2 rings. You guys don't see it on your end, but it's 2 rings for me on my side. When you click those 2 rings, you'll see at the top it'll say really quick requests that you can do for, and those are the random people. You don't know who's going to come on the screen. TikTok will select them for you. You can select friends that are live, people who are from your friends and follower base. Those people you can select from, and then underneath that is some suggested people TikTok will put there for you as well. So glad I found your live so much clearer. Oh, you're welcome, Amber. Thank you so much for being here. You probably went over this, but what is a battle? I'm so new to this. Let me see. I don't know if any of my live hosts, if there's somebody who's available, I might pick somebody to do a quick rose battle for show and tell. I don't know if there's anybody who is willing to do it. Let's see. I had to take my viewer wishes off. I'll show you. It's a gameplay. So when you start the live, you'll see you and that live host come on together. And I'll see if she does it. I think most of my people will have. You say you'll do it? Okay. Per mom, if you do it, go live for me. I'll do it with you. She said, I'll do it. Okay, perfect. If she does it, then we'll do a quick rose battle so you guys can see it. Okay, and so you could do specific gifts. You could do specific gifts. And so what will happen is that when we do the rose battle, only roses can be sent that will count towards the battle. Now, people can send other stuff, but counting towards the battle, it'll be roses. Typically, you want to get to 100, so TikTok 100 points rather. You'll see the point counter so that it counts towards the battle itself too. When it comes to battles, the person who has the most points wins. I didn't tell her I don't have my audience control on. Per mom, are you in the room? I don't have my audience control on. I have it off. So hopefully, I don't know if she has hers on off, but I have mine off. Um, and so you said I am. Okay, you're gonna go live? You're gonna go live. So audience control is turned off. So if you're here, so yeah, go ahead and go live. And then don't turn on your audience control. Okay. And so, and so and just request me. I don't know if she heard that, but yeah, just request me. Um, and so when, um, when you do it, it's the most points wins, and that's how it goes. You have your top gifters. They will, um, they will show up, and get what's called power ups. So we'll talk about the power up process. Um, Hold on one second. I was saying, yeah, she wasn't there anyway. All right. Um, so I think she'll go live and request me in a second. And so roses, what else do you guys need to know? There's other gifts that you can send. Taps. So if you're in the room, You don't have to. You don't have to send a gift. It could be simply tapping the screen. Tapping, tapping helps. Okay? So simply tapping the screen can help. When it comes to roses, because this is reset, title be the title gifter is one of the title gifting options, and people will use that as a way to put them out there. Hey, how you doing, Perma?
Hey,
Thank you for doing this. You said I'll do
it's the
it.
first time I've ever done it, so I thought this be a good way to do it.
So wait a minute, you've never battled? No way.
No, yeah, never. I've been doing this for a year now.
I had no clue. Okay, I'm happy I
Yeah,
got you.
I've always been nervous, and so I'm like, I'm not going to do it. But
Okay, so now I'm gonna train. We're gonna do a training, so I'm gonna walk you through it, and you could do
okay,
this with your friends in your room and community, and say, hey, let's do a battle together. We'll do it together. Do it in a safe space. So you say,
okay,
yay! So what you see now that we're together, there's boxing gloves that showed up. You see the boxing gloves?
I do.
Okay, so click the boxing gloves, and at the top of the boxing gloves are the little lines, the two little lines with the circles in the middle.
Yes.
So click that. And that's where you're going to be able to click a specific gift. And you're going to click the
Okay.
specific gift option, and you can click roses.
Okay.
And then I don't know if you have to save it. I'm not sure what's there. Just make you save it.
Yes.
Okay.
And then just hit start match.
Just start match. As simple as that.
Okay,
And then
guys.
I'm going to accept. And
Here we
see the roses at the
go.
top. And so it turns into a little game. So you can mute your opponent. I'm not gonna mute her, but you can mute your opponent. There's a little where her name is for us as a live host. We see a speaker. We click that, and that's how you mute somebody.
Okay.
Um, and then you pretty much tell your room, because it's roses, you're not going to see any of the prompts pop up. You'll typically will see like two times the gifting. You hear people talk about speed, so that gives you double the points. So you'll get an early speed, two times the gifting points. So that didn't happen. That didn't happen for us because it's just roses. And then midway through the match, there could be
Thank you.
there could be another speed that happens. Okay.
Okay.
And so midway through the match, and then so what will happen, people will often do these quick um rose battles just because the roses will get you power ups potentially. So if you're looking just to do, like, maybe you have a big agency battle or a big battle that you're going to do later in the week, you do these little smaller battles so that your room can
Uh
get
huh.
power ups, and then they come back for your big event, they'll be able to see their power ups and send those. So for example, people in my room now, there's a gift box in the corner. Anybody in the room or per mom's room, there's a gift box. If you guys click the gift box, click the gift box, the gift box will show at the very bottom, it has the words, it says exclusive. If you slide exclusive over, you'll see this little symbol. It looks like a backpack. If you see that backpack, you can click it and it'll show you the power ups that you won for that room, for that person, for their battle. So whoever my top three are, if we win this, then we'll get power ups. You got the three people in the boxes here, the circles, they'll get power ups in their backpack. Not 100% of the time, but most times they get them. And they can use it for my next match in 5 days. So it's a whole strategy. So you see a lot of people battling because they want to, play the game, do the strategy and stuff. And so if you guys don't mind, we are doing roses. So both of our rooms, for this to count in TikTok's calculations as a battle event, we need to get 100 points. Those are the points up top. So if you can get us 100 each, over 100, that's how we would need to get up. So if you guys don't mind supporting Per Mom as well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Look at y'all, you're so sweet. Appreciate y'all.
Anne-Marie. She's my moderator, so she's here. She's always here. She's
Oh,
fantastic.
that's sweet. Awesome, awesome.
And Derek, who always comes to give me compliments. I'm like, I'll take them. I'll take it. Take it,
I'm the same way. I'm like, yeah, y'all give me the compliments. Give me the compliments. Uh,
Love them.
but yeah, so the battling, like I said, it doesn't have to be hard. And honestly, depending on who you're paired against, you could do small talk. If you can mute, that's good. Now, there's been some glitching happening where the mute button doesn't work. And so, do we go to her live and gift? You can go to her live and gift if you wanted to. So, how you would do it, if you click her name, her mom's name, her profile, mini profile pops up. So, if I do it on my backup account, if I click her name, profile pops up, it tells you to watch live. So, you hop over into her room. So, that's how you would do it. Okay. So you can watch over, hop over there so you guys can flop. So only thing I will say, battling etiquette, just so that you know, if you're in a room and you're in the top three boxes, if you go over to another room and engage over there, you should do it really, really quickly so that you come back and you're in this room, the room that you are in the top boxes for, by the end. Well before the end, probably like within a minute before the end. So that way, if you are to get power ups, you'll receive them. Because if you're not in a room, you don't receive your power ups. Even though you might have been in the top boxes, you left the room. So just keep that in mind. I've done that before. So that's my own mistake because I'm supporting other creators in the agency and I'm hopping around and stuff. In the winter, I wasn't in the room when the winner won. So I lost the opportunity to get power ups. So that's good to know. Yes, yes. So you got to be in the room. And like I said, you got to be in a room well enough time because I've done that before. While I hopped over and I was there, but I think I just came too late, so I didn't get any of the power ups. So that's a way to play the game. Look at your title gifters too. Appreciate it. So the 8 seconds, usually in these last seconds, somebody will come in and they can snipe really quickly. So that happens too. So that's that means like the countdown's happening and points are still being, gifts are still happening. So somebody in the other room could send a big gift or send a whole lot of roses. In this case, they would have sent like, who knows, 150 roses and they would have beat us. And so you hear people saying sniping. Sniping is because they sent that big gift right at the end and the points went over. Okay. So that's what happened. And so people are like, oh, they can snipe. And you'll hear people saying that, like the live host is coaching that way. Like, don't let them snipe, y'all. And so when you have power up, so my MVP, so here's what you want to do. So as a live host, you want to thank each other's rooms. I mean, that's etiquette. You want to make sure everybody feels appreciated. My room, we did not get power ups. So no power ups. Told you they don't happen all the time, but we did not get any power ups. And thank you all for supporting. I see you, Keisha, Kira, Felicia, Mama, Goldberg, the Majestic. Thank you so much. The caregiver, CEO of Life. Thank you so much. And Kita, thank you all for supporting that. So you can see your list and you want to thank your top people too.
Shelly Belly, randomly and CEO of my life. Keisha, caregiver, Three Majestic Hardish. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. This is the first time I've done it. So
You did great.
I don't mind losing. I didn't get like totally trumped. That's always like, I thought I would get like nothing. Then you're like, what if I get nothing?
It's like,
That's why.
well, you know what? There's some people. I mean, there's people who in the agency battle every time, and I think about she changed her name. Her name is Creative Soul Jennifer, Creative Soul by Jennifer. She battles daily. Actually, I was looking because I see her on the screen. She was on the screen earlier. Oh, okay, she's still on the screen. But I think we're not matching. This is the thing about matching. You have to make sure your audience control is turned on or off. That's why I said, "Ooh, I didn't tell you about the audience control." You got to make sure you and your opponent are matching. Because if I say I want to only battle people 18 years and older, and you say, "Oh, I'm open to any everybody," then TikTok says, "No, you have to match." So I could only battle people who have on 18 years and older. And I have mine turned off. So technically, I can only battle people who have it turned off. I can't battle someone with 18 years and older turned on. So just know that that's a reason why you can't find people. You might not be matching each other. And a lot of people who are kind of not used to TikTok, maybe your topic is a little bit more mature, you turn on that 18 years and older, you often are not able to connect with people you want to battle with. Not that you can't battle, you just can't connect with everybody. Okay. But Jennifer, she battles all the time, and she sometimes she gets no points. She's like, "Hey, it's all good," and then sometimes she gets somebody come in and send a big gift, and there she's totally fine with it. Um, so yes, that was a big learning curve. You're welcome. Hey, Bella.
Yeah, Shelly Belly, she was a first time title gifter for the first time. So great job.
Nice, nice. And so yeah, it's fun. You know, you meet somebody, you sitting here chatting, and you just turn it on, and you just have the gameplay happening. Your room's engaging, the conversation's good. You know, and so there's a lot of battles that are done that way. And TikTok says that that is actually a best practice to have somebody somebody maybe somebody but somebody who is closely aligned to your topic. And so it becomes more of this nice, relaxing, engaging experience as opposed to really contentious and hostile. And, so it's just takes away from it being so awkward. I guess that's what
Mhm.
it is. So you guys have a shared, knowledge and experience you can talk about. But yeah,
Excellent.
but thank you for that. You did your first battle. So proud of you.
Thank you for teaching me. It was not as like I don't mind live doesn't bother me, but this I was just really I just had a whole like I don't know.
Yeah. Well, for the agency, we're gonna try to do this a little bit more. We just tried to do our first like battle night. We'll try to do it once a month. The system was supposed to pair people, and the pairing got all glitchy. I think what happened is people either weren't matching each other. I think that was part of it. The audience control was a big issue, and I think you need to actually follow your opponent. I think that's a best practice. In most cases, following your opponent is good, so that there's no issue about can they find you, can they not. So I would say that's probably what we need to do moving forward to make sure people are following each other, but I'm not sure. Yes, and yes, found that out. Yes, I saw that. Yeah, I think it was the audience control. I think that might have been the number one issue. And then the follows could have been the backup issue, could have been the other issue. Hello. Thank you so
Awesome.
much. I see you, Keisha, MVP for the first time. Look at your friend. Thank you. So you're going to stay live? Are you okay? So last tip. When it comes to battling, because of the scale live rewards, all right, you want to stay live for at least 25 minutes so you can get the maximum, that 38%. And then you also want to try to get your 2% where you have 5 new followers or more. So oftentimes you might follow the live host. Live hosts could invite their viewers to go follow the opponent. So if you guys want to follow Per Mom is in the book talk niche. She does reading sprints. She's reading different genres. I'm gonna let you describe what you do.
So I read everything from smutty romances, monster smut, to nonfiction books like Black AF history. Like I read a lot of different books, and I read like 15 books a month. So
Wow.
I know it's busy. And I also do like book hauls, and I like to go to bookstores, and I like to. And today I'm doing what I'm acrylic paint numbers.
Oh
I'm a big
wow.
cat lady, obviously. So you will see my cats, and I do cat things sometimes. But I have a separate cat account, but it bleeds over.
Oh.
But today I'm learning how to do this. So I was doing this earlier on a live.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. How many
Fingering
cats do you
numbers.
have?
3 cats and a foster cat.
Wow, wow. And her cats are fun because they come through the live and they're all in the camera.
No manners whatsoever. None.
It's like I'm just gonna sit right here in front of the camera.
Yeah. Or stick their butt right in the camera. I'm like, don't. I'm like, sorry. I'm like blocking them. Sorry.
Well, yeah. So you said 15 books a day,
Oh, a
a
month.
week. I'm sorry. Okay, a week. Oh, well, no, a month. A month.
A month.
Okay. Okay.
So it's
Wow,
like
that's still a lot.
150, it's like I read between 140 and 200 books a year. So it's a lot. So I always have something new to talk about. And we're doing and I do book clubs. So we're doing Bridgerton Summer Book Club. So anyone who likes the Bridgerton books or the Bridgerton Netflix series can come and talk about the books versus the TV show. What do you think is going to happen now that they've changed this storyline and that storyline? How's that going to affect this book? So we're going to do that all summer long. So I'm very excited for Bridgerton Summer.
So,
And it's
so,
fun.
but when it comes to the movie versus TV series versus the books, Are the books written at the same? I thought they were still catching up on some of the books. Is that true? Am I?
No, the books were written years ago.
Oh, the books are
Then,
already
but
done. Okay.
right, but the Princess Queen Charlotte, her book was written with the TV series
Okay,
because
that's the
she
one
didn't
I'm thinking
exist. The
of.
book didn't exist, but people loved the character so much that Julia Quinn, the writer, was like, "Oh, I can write a book for her, and you could do a series, sure." And so they did them at the same time.
Okay.
So the Queen Charlotte book and the Queen Charlotte movie go together much, or TV show go together much closer than the rest of them.
Okay.
Um,
Gotcha.
they do a lot more modern things in the show, like same-sex relationships. They do
Right.
multicultural cast, and obviously, if you're looking at a Regency romance, there's pretty much a whole lot of white people going on, and that's it. But the show has a beautiful multicultural cast that just makes
Yeah.
it, I
Yeah.
think, so much even better.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
now I can't read the Duke without picturing that actor who plays him, and whew,
Are you talking about
like,
from season one? Oh
mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you know that guy. Everybody's like, oh yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah. Um, so okay, so when it came to Queen Charlotte's book, did it mirror the series like identically
I
or
haven't
no?
read the book yet. They're going to do that this
Oh,
summer. So I've
oh,
read all
okay.
the other books because they're older, but we're going to reread from the beginning all the way to the end, and then we're going to add Queen Charlotte at the end because I want to read the book now that but I do know it was written later.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I heard. So that's why I was thinking. I was like, oh no, I thought it was done with the series, but it must have been that particular season that they did Queen Charlotte's series. Yes, he is fine. He was. He is. He is. Read my
And the
chat.
books aren't quite as smutty as the show, I think. They leave a little
Oh,
bit more to your imagination. But now that you've seen it, like you're going to read and be like, oh yeah, I know this scene,
yeah.
from the show.
Okay.
Um, but it makes it fun, and it's kind of just a different. It's interesting to see a different take on it from your imagination. Like when I read them years ago, my imagination of the characters and how they matched up on the screen, I thought was fascinating. Like, but the writer really worked well with Shonda Rhimes. She did Grey's Anatomy and Private Practice, so she's an amazing producer, and she produced the Bridgerton show too.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. Sandra Rhimes. Um, uh, Wilkinson's coach, you said, yes, true that a woman directed the steamy scenes in Bridgerton. I think so. Yeah, Sandra Rhimes. Yes, she's overseeing the series. Yes, you said I can tell. Yes.
You
Okay.
can tell.
Yes.
Well, they always say, there's a lot. They're trying to make some books illegal, banning books, and part of that is it's like because books are typically written with with much more women's perspective and
Mm,
women's pleasure versus porn, which is written. It's not written the same. So people are like, what's the difference? I'm like, the biggest difference is the perspective. Like
mm.
it's
Oh,
I mean, the explicitity is obviously a little more too, but not that much different.
right, right. Okay, I
But
never thought about it like that. You're
whose
right.
pleasure is it about? And if it's about both people, it's smut. If it's about men, it's typically porn. If it's about women, it's typically smut. Like it's a
Mm.
interesting.
So, okay, so one of my chat, Triple X said, how do you select the books you want to read?
Oh, well, I watch a lot of book talks, so people suggest books, and then in my lives, people are like, "Oh, I read this book and I really loved it." I'm like, "What did you like about it?" And they'll tell me. I'm like, "Ooh, that sounds great. I'm going to write it down." I just ordered me an entire book off the TikTok shop for what they call TBR, my to be read list, because it's getting so long from viewers telling me like this series is great, you should read this, and there's thousands of books. So it helps when people are like, I'll read it if you read it, and then you can read together, and then you can talk about the book. So that's why I like book clubs, because then I'll read that book. I'll prioritize that book over other ones on my list.
And so she says, so you're open to any type of book material, any type of
Yeah,
book.
I'm not a big horror reader or a big Western reader, but I have read them and liked them. It's just not my favorites.
Okay.
And thrillers, I have like a very specific sort of weird genre or trope that I prefer, which is I like trad wife thrillers. Weirdly, it's a weird trope to like, but I don't know. I find trad wives just fascinating. And then either they get murdered or their husband gets murdered, and I don't know. I'm in. I'm in if that's the book.
So mainly the suspense thrillers too. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Yeah. You know what? I was an avid reader. I've gotten away from it. And to your point, TikTok brings you back to, can easily draw you in if you're in the book talk community and then like people recommending books too. I need to get back to that.
And Book Talk is a very supportive community, I find in general. People are really open about sharing what they like and like don't like. And when they don't like a book, they almost all people say the same thing. Like, I didn't care for it, but that doesn't mean it wasn't good. I just didn't like it. So if
Right.
you liked it, great, good for you. And
Right.
people have, I won't read that person or that person due to whatever. People are pretty respectful of other people's choices, and I like that. It's not contentious very
Right.
often in the book community.
Right. Awesome. So do you have a lot of people going live? Is that in the book
Oh
talk?
yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah. And
What
there's a guy who comes on twice a day. All he does is read Harry Potter out loud. So you can just
oh,
sit and be read to for like 3 hours a day if you wanted to. And it's
wow.
actually super relaxing. Like I'll turn him on in the morning when I'm getting ready for work. Like he's just reading me the Harry Potter books, and I'm like, oh, and he's got a British accent, so he's like a great. And then other people come on and do what I do, talk about like, here's what I've been reading, here's what I'm reading next, and then what are you reading, and like,
Yeah. That does sound awesome. It does. It does
it's very
actually.
fun.
Wow. All right. So you've been going live. Have you hit your 1 year?
I did. Yep, 1 year
When?
this month.
Oh, this month.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. Well, okay.
And I think my
What's
moderator, it will be 1 year for her in June. So
you said the last books, Triple said the last series she read was the Twilight series. Okay. That was a good
it was
series.
fun. That's a
Yes.
fun series.
Mhm.
If you like vampires, I'm like, oh, I got ideas for you. If you like vampires, you can read this series or this series. Like, there's, you like the werewolf or the vampires. Like, what do you know? And people are very much like my vampire, my Team Jacob or Team Edward. And like,
Right, right.
good opinions there. I'm a Jacob girl, so I like the werewolves.
So,
Your daughter just finished that one of my. She just finished a Twilight series.
yeah.
Her daughter is 12.
Wow. Wow. My daughter has, yeah, she read it back in the day too. Again, I didn't get into it, but she read it. She was really into
Not
it.
for everybody. That's okay.
Yeah. So, okay, really quickly, what would you say was what's your recommendation for a new live host? What would you tell them?
For a book.
No, not for book, for just going live. Because you've been going live for a
Um,
year.
I would say find, like if you have friends on the app or like randomly who's my moderator is my cousin in real life.
Oh,
So
nice.
when I went live, I told, she jumped right in and she was great about interacting right at the beginning. And we, sometimes it was just her and we would just chat and I would just treat it like a video call. And then I got used to it and more people would join us and it would become like a huge call and we're just chat there in the comments. And then it's been, it's not as scary as you think. And you just need that one person to count on. And I randomly, she's my girl. She is always there for me. And then I have like two nieces who show up randomly occasionally. My two sisters show up occasionally.
Wow.
And then all the people like my friend Caroline, I call my friend Caroline, Shell Bell, these book besties from across the US, Airy Fairy. Like, I'm like, hey, like you just start getting to know people and facts about them. And you're like last night we spent 45 minutes talking about pets. Like somebody had a horse and she was telling her horse passed away last year and she was telling how her horse saved other horses' lives one time. It was totally interesting stuff. And so, it's like you'll meet some fascinatingly interesting people. It's really awesome. I love it.
And so you came here strictly for community. I mean, it wasn't like you're not a person that's like trying to sell your courses or anything else. You're just like, I love books. I'm here for that purpose.
And I do TikTok shop.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
Some, mostly books, but I do like some skincare stuff, hair stuff, like sweatshirts, like things I buy off the TikTok shop.
Okay.
All right, for the guy in my comments, it filtered out your comments, so I don't know what your question is. That's why I can't answer it. And if you get too demanding, you can just go by. So that's the thing. Feel free to kick people out of your room. Do not even hesitate. Like I am like, bam, bam, you're out. Like I'm okay with that. If they're being weird, oh my God, no. See, this person cannot stay. You're asking me if I own slaves.
Hey, give me a
Like,
second. Give me a second. Let me
that's the
take
question.
this.
You gotta go. So yeah, you get crazy sometimes. You just block, mute, then block. And
Yes.
sometimes report if they're like over the edge. But there's bots out there. If you're on that light, you'll get the creepies sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I get Derek a lot, but Derek is like, he comes on and says I'm hot and I'm beautiful and whatever. And I'm like, whatever.
He
Dude,
said, I'll
I'm so
take the
good at that.
compliments. Thanks.
But don't be afraid of those people. Just get rid of them. It's your room. It's just like it's your house. You don't have to let anyone in. Set those boundaries and say goodbye. I'm very big on goodbye.
So really quickly, they asking how to mute, how to kick people out. So you're touching the words. There's a couple ways to do it, but if you touch the words of the person or what they said, the screen pops up and you can click right in the middle of the screen. You'll see mute to remove the words, block to remove them, to block them, and then report is underneath that, and you can report it if it was something really egregious. Um, when it comes to TikTok, typically don't do much with the reports, but it's best to do it just to say you did it. When it comes, another way to do it, if you click their mini profile as a live host, we see three dots where you guys see that crown. There's a little crown on your screen or something like that. We see three dots on that profile. And so we can click that and it has the mute block and report there as well.
Yeah. And I didn't do that at the beginning, but you do get a lot of you get people who are just disrespectful, and I'm like,
Right.
no, it's my house. Like I feel like this is my house. I don't have to let you in here.
Exactly.
And if you're
Exactly.
asking weird stuff, or I mean, not weird stuff, but stuff that's rude, like they're on here to make trouble, and there are bots. There are Russian bots on here. They're
Oh,
bad actors,
yeah,
but you could just goodbye.
exactly.
And sometimes if they're annoying, but I'll mute them and then I'll talk about them and how dumb they are for a few minutes and then I'll block them. So then it's like,
Exactly.
so if they hang out, I'm like, well, then you're gonna listen to me talk and you can't say anything because I have muted you. And I'm sure that I'm like, well, you chose to come to my house, so I'm gonna talk about how much you're an idiot for a minute and then I'll kick you out of my room. So sometimes I have fun doing that. Like it's something like, something, if it's just like people being annoying, sometimes I'm like, if you behave, you can stay. And
Right.
then some of them do. They're like, oh, okay, sorry. I'm like, that's all right.
Oh, they actually do that, huh? They say,
I've had
okay,
one
I'll
or
be
two
nice.
hang out and be like, oh, okay. One was like, well, what do you mean by behave? And I'm like, I know they're trying to be like, push the buttons. And I'm like, all right, we could do this for a minute. We'll see how this goes.
Right.
I'm like, I mean, don't be rude to my people. These are my friends, and I don't want them to be uncomfortable. I don't want people to come in here and be like, oh, this is not a happy place, or this is not a safe spot place.
Exactly. Yeah, I do take the same stance because I don't want people like the scammers. Lately, people are like, "Oh, inbox me if you want a free gift. Inbox me if you want." I'm like, "Why is that the new thing?" And I'm seeing so many of those now, so I don't want people to get confused by that. But that's no,
I
I
saw one on
agree.
your live the other day.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
I'm not sure.
if you can't pay your rent,
Right,
message me. Like,
right.
but he was
So
gone pretty quick, so I figured you got him.
exactly, yeah. So I've been muting them, but now I'm blocking as of today. I'm starting to block. So I'm
I think
blocking
there
them.
are millions of people on this app, and me blocking these people is not going to affect my numbers.
Right.
And if it does, those people will drive other people away because they'll make people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Hey, Yeti. Hey, Christopher.
Yeah. So Keisha, you say you're getting too many scammers. Yeah. It's a
Block,
problem.
block.
It's a problem.
Like I did a whole video about how I block people, and I said I block, 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 block. And someone says you sound like a duck, and I'm like, I'm okay with that too.
Right. Yeah. Well, no, it's been great connecting with you, and you
Yeah.
have done your first battle.
I thank you for teaching. I appreciate it.
You're
And this is how I
welcome.
talk to Lisa. I talk about you all the time. People are like, I have this coach, guys. If you need a coach, she's fantastic. So
I got a chance to see Per Mom in person too, so that has been a perk to being on this app because you do meet some really great people both on the app and outside too. So she is awesome, y'all. So definitely connect if you guys are into the book talk community and just want to have a good warm room to go into. This is a space for you. All right,
definitely
all
anytime.
right. Take care, friend.
All right.
All
All
right,
right.
bye bye.
Bye.
What I'm gonna click is I click the rings again, the co-host rings, and when I click that again, there's a little box with an arrow that I can remove her. So I just want to make sure I said that out loud to you guys. This was great. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for supporting that battle. Seriously. This is I don't want you guys to be afraid of doing things like that. You can do a quick little battle while you're sitting there talking with somebody else. You can say, "Hey, can we battle a little bit? I want to get some battle time in too." And so people will do it. So it's a great way to just kind of make sure you're satisfying TikTok. You get people who will come in just to support battles. That's what happens. There are people on this app just for that purpose. All right. It's always so good too. Thank you. I gotta prove you're a human puzzle in the middle of my live. Is that because not enough engagement? You know what? No, I don't know. Here's what I say because I get them too. I really just think it is part of TikTok keeping you on your toes to make sure you are actively there and you're going to get those sometimes. Sometimes I get them once, probably like it's almost to the hour, right in the first 60 minutes. Almost to the hour, I'll get it. Not daily, not all the time, but most times I get it is right at the 60-minute mark. So pay attention to that. Maybe that's just something that you can kind of anticipate. But it's random. That happens to me too. Yeah. I think it's just random because there's times I'm chatting with y'all, I'm moving the chat, y'all chatting, and then all of a sudden a puzzle pop up. And I'm like, I know it wasn't because engagement wasn't happening. It wasn't because I wasn't engaging. We all doing our thing. But I think it's just to keep you on your toes, to make sure you're doing what you need to do. And like if you got up and walked away, that puzzle piece comes on, your live ends. If you don't do that puzzle piece, they will end the live. So just know you want to pause your live. You click the three dots in the corner to pause it. If you do have to get up and walk to the door to answer it or do something really quickly, that puzzle piece comes on and you don't get it in time, it will end the live, shut it down. So keep that in mind. All right. How do you put the words on your screen? How so see pics on people's lives? You know what? I'll tell you this. Avoid the pictures. This is a board. The board is sufficient. The pictures are suppressive views. Anything that you have to use from your camera roll, green screen, all that type of stuff, it does suppress the views. So I would tell you avoid any images like that. Otherwise, the board itself is under, before you set up your live, it's under settings. You'll see it at the top. Click that, click the plus sign. This is a general board as opposed to a multi-guest board when you have the panel boxes. Um, and then just, use the features to change the font, change the colors, do different things. But yeah, that's a board. But yeah, avoid. You could do background on that screen. Again, I would say don't do it. Start off with a general board, a board that you're going to use to kind of get engagement, and then maybe try the background a couple weeks later and see if you see a difference in your views. That'll let you know that okay, now I'm doing it this other way. My views have dropped. I'm going to take the board off. I'm going to take that background image off. Okay. I see Crows Ayers post a picture of what they're working on. Yeah. Again, I don't know if their room is impacted, but I would say don't do it. Don't do it. I see what you're saying though. Try it, but try it maybe after you've done a general board first. Thank you so much, Superwoman. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for that. And so yeah, so try it first and then decide. Really quickly, I'm gonna get off shortly. I was supposed to get off at 1. Now I've been on 3 hours and 10 minutes. So let me do 5 more minutes. Who's going live? Let's put this in the chat. What is your live topic, time, and time zone? Put it in the chat so you guys can get some visibility, some support. Um, I want you guys to get also, we all can win. So if you are a live host, put it in the chat. What time, what time, what topic, and what time zone. Lisa, health and wellness. What time and time zone, friend? Thank you all. Let's see. Velma, thank you for joining. You said topic infidelity 101 stuff you should know every Thursday at noon. Okay, mountain time. Okay, nice. So one time a week. We got to get you going live more often. Um, I'm I'm going live today talking about eu- euphoria. Okay, 12:30 PST. So one time a week too. Afternoon friends. Hey Black Sheep, how are you, friend? Karaoke live, supernatural, 9 p.m. Central on weekends. All right, 12:30 PST. Okay. Triple X. Thank you so much. Thank you, Black Sheep. Thank you for the populars. Hey, Jess, how you doing? Hey, hey, hey. Soulful R&B and house music nightly at 10 Pacific time. I was up late with Janae yesterday. Oh my gosh. I said, I just got to go to bed. I can't stay for another song. I was sitting there doing my work. I was like, it's time to go to bed. I'm going to be sitting here all night with her. Her lineup was so good. Oh my God, you took me down memory lane. So good, friend. Thank you so much, Black Sheep. I appreciate that. Level up cake, friend. Congratulations. My topic will be crochet. I don't know the time yet, but it will be Arizona time, most likely in the PM. Okay, nice. Thank you for the Dr. Lisa Cares. Since I work during the day. Gotcha, friend. Okay. You said I'm growing my courage muscles to eventually go more than once a week. All right. Well, you'll see the difference though, in terms of showing up daily, growing the courage, getting more confidence, as well as understanding the app and letting the app understand you and getting pushed out to more people. Thank you very much, Black Sheep. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for hanging out with me. You're welcome, Fred. I enjoyed it. Sometimes I go live Tuesday mornings, 9 p.m. Pacific time, sharing my music playlist. Nice. Okay. Eastern Standard Time as after 6 p.m. After 6 p.m. That's Lisa. You said, I am, you said, Jess, you said, I'm going live every morning. Sundays off. Okay. 7 a.m. Arizona time is working. It's working. The daily, thank you so much. You're welcome. The daily is working except for Sundays. So, all right, my dear friends, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for chiming in. Let's see, off topic, hot off the press, caregiver edition. Not sure time yet. Talking about the latest in healthcare. Okay, nice. Not sure the time though. Okay, you got it. Let us know when you get the time going too. I'm creating the life you love starting Friday, Alaska time, 9 p.m. Why do we say Alaska and Arizona? Help me out, friends. Is that because daylight savings doesn't change in Arizona? Does it not change in Alaska? Is that why we say that? Truly, I don't know the answer. That's why I'm asking. So, with the time zones, I'm trying to understand. So, Arizona is it does it recognize daylight? So, what time zone is it operating under right now? If you were to say, is it similar to is it on Mountain Time right now or Eastern? I mean Western. Um, we're the same as half the year. So you're the same as right now it's PST. Is that what we're saying? PST? Okay, gotcha. Arizona's PST right now. Okay, right. Okay, yes. No daylight savings. Okay, gotcha. Alaska has its own time zone. Oh, okay. I don't think I knew that. So what does that mean? What is it like? So I'm Florida. I'm Eastern. Alaska is an hour ahead of me or behind me. So if it's 1:37 now, is it 2:37 in Alaska? I'm just trying to think about the states. So is it cringe to DM people who are popular in my lives to make sure I answer their questions? No, not at all. But you really should use Service Plus, have them initiate the conversation and send you a Service Plus. Or after the live, you can go to your live analytics and see who watched your live. Or you can see the comments. So it might be like, oh, I saw that you put this comment. Because I think next to the comments, it lets you message. So that could be it too. Don't quote me on that. I got to picture it. I'm not picturing if the comment features there, the message features there. But you definitely can comment gifters and watchers. I believe those are people you can comment after the live. So yeah, you can send a comment. We're an hour behind. So I'm thinking 4 hours. Is that right? So where I gotta count three to get to PST, I gotta count four for you all. Is that right? He said, I'm a coach. I can't figure out how to set up Service Plus. Says I need a business account, but I don't. You don't, because I'm a personal. You just need to click join. Don't use the contact lead form. You need a business account for that, but everything else is personal. You don't need a business for it. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Thank you all. You guys just, I was today years old when I learned that. Had no idea. So it's 9:37 right now. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So yeah, you can definitely do that. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I knew about Arizona. I guess the Alaska, when you said Arizona time and Alaska time, I was just like, okay, they're saying this for a reason. But I was like, I knew Arizona was on a didn't change time zones, but I didn't know where you guys stood when you don't change time zones. So you guys pretty much go between Mountain Time and PST. I think that's where you vacillate between those two because you don't change. But if you were to say Mountain Time versus PST, that would make it make sense. Yes. Okay. All right. And in Alaska is just 4 hours, regardless. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay. You're amazing. I need an agency sign up and community. Thanks so much. You're welcome, friend. Um, Agency, I'll send, well, message me here if you guys are interested in the agency. Just say agency. So message me here. I'll send you the information about the agency. I usually send people the message that you have to be going live. So you have to be going live if you're interested in the agency. So make sure you've gone live recently, like in the last 7 days or so, and you continue to go live. Um, and then when it comes to, hey, spiritual, when it comes to, I do one-on-one coaching, I do consultations, so you can meet with me and just say, Doc, walk me through this process. I want you to give me your undivided attention. I think that's another way I meet with people. And so I can support you that way too. Hello, friend. Um, so I'm about to get off. I'm about to go. I stayed super long today. I guess I'm in training because Community Fest is similar. Community Fest, I stayed, I think the longest live I've ever done was like 5 hours. It was doing June of last year for Community Fest. And I'm like, so I'm in training because we will be doing Community Fest and it's gonna be interesting. Oh my God, yes, I had water, I got up. I don't think I paused for too long, but I did take a small break. But yeah, so Community Fest, get ready. You'll see a lot of people going live. It's a whole thing. I hope it turns out the way it was last year. Last year was fun. It really was fun. See you this evening. Why did you say this evening? Oh, for 4 o'clock. I was like, wait a minute. You are the doctor I never wanted. I never want to keep away. Thank you, Queen. You're so sweet. I'm not an MD though. I'm a PhD. You're so sweet though. I will not be administering shots or anything like that. You're fine. Lex, you said agency. Okay, so yeah, definitely message me, friend. Send me a Service Plus message if you're interested in the agency, and I'll send you guys the message back. All right. All right, my dear friends. Thank you all for the watching, the likes, the shares, the comments, the gifting. I so appreciate every last one of you all. Remember, I say all the time, practice makes progress. You are not trying to be perfect. PhDs 10 smarter all day long. No. I love that. Practice makes progress. All right. So don't be scared. Just go live. You don't have to be perfect. All right, friends. I will see you guys at 4 o'clock ish, 4:15 or so. I'll be back for my live. All right. Take care, friends. Bye bye. Happy Memorial Day. Enjoy yourself today and relax. All right. Bye bye. Bye bye, everybody. Thank you all. This is super loud. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate the support. We are talking all things going live. So I will see you guys back at 4. Thank you all for watching me. Thank you for the watching some of the comments.